Residential customers only. Restrictions apply.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window, and we would like to manufacture and install your windows. Every single New South window is custom manufactured just for your home. Now you can buy 2 windows and get the third absolutely free.
Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS or visit newsouthwindow.com.
I'm John Morgan, and I'm asking you to stand with me and vote yes on Amendment 3. Amendment 3 will be on your ballot in November, and it will allow adults to possess or safely use marijuana, and that's a very good thing. Amendment 3 will put an end to bad laws that not only cost us millions in law enforcement dollars, but also cost thousands of Floridians their freedom. Nearly 250 years ago, our nation declared our independence. Now it's time for us to declare our independence from laws that demand jail time for simply having or consuming marijuana. Our system of treating adults who consume marijuana as criminals is madness. Join me, John Morgan, in supporting our own Declaration of Independence and vote for the people and vote yes on Amendment 3.
Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite 3, 321, Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
Hey, Leesburg, get ready for an evening of fun and excitement this Friday from 5 to 8 p.m. Join us at Town Square for live music featuring the incredible Francesca T. But that's not all. Experience the magic of our evening market on 5th Street. Browse unique finds and tasty treats. Grab a drink, ice cream, or savory snack from one of our downtown establishments as you stroll and discover Leesburg. Mark your calendars for this Friday. Discover Leesburg. Go to Leesburg Special Events on Facebook for more info.
At Fence Outlet, we're proud to be Central Florida's top fencing contractor, and we're celebrating 30 years of framing your family memories. Here's to many more years with you at the center. Thanks for 30 great years. Visit us online at fenceoutlet.com.
Don't miss TK Law. Trendley Kramer Law calls every Wednesday at 8:35 on the Monsters in the Morning. Ray Trendley and the Monsters will be discussing all things law, from the latest celebrity legal troubles to what's going on out there.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bonus. B-O-N-U-S. Bonus. That's bonus. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Monday, July 8th, 2024. Lots to get to today, from bye-bye Biden to the WWE says bye-bye to superstar John Cena, and we all say bye-bye to Neverland Ranch. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hi.
Hello, C-Lane.
I think of only one appropriate closing song.
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Monday?
So Monday. Also, looking at the camera, I'm like, I really went with the butch look today, huh?
Wow, you look normal. You know,
I look like I'll steal your wife, my guy. Like,
You got
look at
long
this.
hair, you got a hat going on, but
Yeah,
I
no
mean,
sleeves, no rules.
all right, let me just ask this question. What about it is reading butch to you?
I mean, do you have eyes?
I see it looks normal.
Okay. So are you saying that I look butch all the time?
Maybe we have a disagreement
That's
about
why
what
I was laughing, because you said butch and he said normal, and
Yeah.
neither of he didn't say not butch.
Hold on, let me walk myself out of this. All right, what I'm thinking here is that we have a different definition of it. I always viewed butch. Tell me where I'm wrong here. As like short hair, much more like masculine in presentation.
Okay.
And I'm not seeing that right now.
Then I
Am
would
wrong?
say, I mean, the way you're seeing it, which is not wrong, is more of like a 90s butch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's
nowadays,
changed.
this would be called like a soft butch.
Oh,
right now.
all right, okay, all right. Yeah, we're learning things. Okay.
You know, maybe I'm completely wrong. So let's take it to the
Hey,
chat.
I'm going to take your level of expertise on this over mine. Mine is not going to work in this scenario.
You know
here.
what I just remembered?
What's that?
Our live broadcast.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
You're just now remembering it?
I'm just remembering a particular part that Casey had to dump.
Yeah. Hey, you know what the important part is? We
What's
got
that?
to the finish line.
We
got
did.
to the finish line. We did the
It
show.
might be our last race. You know what I'm saying?
Could be very much a possibility. C-Lane just got everything up and running before the show, so we are full steam at 100%. Nothing to stress about, C-Lane. It's all working. It's all good to go.
Good. That's fine. That wouldn't even be the most the craziest part of my morning.
Oh,
Why? What happened?
I had a very traumatic boost to the day, like jump start. Like if you would have woke me up with a defibrillator, that's how my day started.
Oh my God!
I'm
why?
excited to hear about this.
Well, because usually when it's my job to get the baby up.
Father.
Yes. Well, I meant like as opposed to his mother's.
They switch off.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
got like a little schedule going, it appears.
That's cute.
And when it's my job, when he starts cooing, making noise, that's not when I get up and like rush over there and start, let him roll around a little bit, play with his hands, probably suck on his thumb. I don't know. He's what he does in his crib.
Baby stuff.
But the monitor only turns on if he makes over an amount of noise.
Right.
And
okay.
then I wait till he's fussy to actually get him out, change his diaper, let's get him fed.
Boy, you're really letting this ride.
Isn't that so weird, though? Like, to think
It's
how
like-
your mom was when you were his age, Jackson's age, and there was no decibel reader on the baby monitor.
No, you just went by your gut. But C-Lane's like, as long as Jackson's not playing with a switchblade, I'm good to go.
Well, because, like in the middle of the night, too, sometimes he wakes up and I hear him and I'm like, do I rush in there or do I give this a couple seconds? Because a lot of times he just makes a little noise and then he rolls over and goes back to sleep.
And you're really not supposed
Just
to
like
just
Papa.
rush in there.
Right.
Like, if you rush in there, like, it's going to teach them anytime they make a little bit of a noise.
You want
come
attention?
around.
All you got to do is make
Is that
some
what you
noise.
did with Dylan, John?
No, I just did nothing. I went with nothing as my strategy.
I love
So
that.
basically, using him as a human snooze alarm that I don't have I don't get to choose when to hit it or when to turn it off. But my gosh, the last time that the screen turned on, I looked and he was half of his body outside of the crib, climbing out face first, like facing the hard
He
floor.
was hanging off of the...
He was hanging out the side of it. He was climbing out of his crib.
Tom Cruise Mission Impossible style.
A lot less finesse, brother.
So what happens now? You get like higher walls?
I made some sort of you have to lower where the bed is in the crib.
Damn,
Oh.
Jackson's strong.
Yeah, that means he's starting to get more mobile then,
Well,
right? Like,
he's been starting to pull himself up on things, but this has been the most terrifying one of the things.
all right,
Wait,
okay.
so you're telling me that how old is he now?
He is 8 months old.
At 8 months, we had the strength to do a pull-up, and now all of us over the age of 30-something cannot do one pull-up.
Yeah, I lost it.
Wow.
I peaked. I peaked as an infant, which is a real sad statement on life. But all right, we had a long weekend. I'm sure everybody's got some stories to share over the course.
Crazy party time.
A long break. And right now, let's start as we always do. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. We go to an HOA guy. Yes, indeed.
Ooh.
In Tennessee, an HOA guy who comes after these kids who are committing the vile, unforgivable, absolutely astonishing crime of fishing in a lake. Right? I know.
Did they call for backup?
They called the cops. They did call the cops.
Of course they did.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, you got kids fishing in your lake. This is an unacceptable thing here. Now, this is not to say the kids were like scouting out the houses to rob them, doing any kind of destruction anywhere. They had fishing poles.
That's what fishing means, Sean. I mean,
no, they weren't fishing with a PH. They were fishing with an actual fishing pole in this neighborhood. Listen to this guy. What an absolute power-obsessed loser this guy is. And these young kids he's talking to, they might be 15 or so.
You're trespassing on private property, young man.
We're waiting for the police to come.
You don't need to get out of here.
No, wait for the
Leave.
No, we're going to talk to them.
Leave.
Leave.
You threatened us.
Isn't this like the best part of where we are in society, though, that at least they have like their cameras to back up what this old man did?
And not even just one, they both have their cameras out. They're both recorded because we see the other kid with his camera out from this camera angle right here.
I mean,
so they're both recording
young.
this man.
Look at this. He's getting right in his face.
He might not even be 15, right? That kid, he looks really young. He looks like maybe 13 or something. And he's got a fishing rod in his hand.
Low legs.
I couldn't play the very beginning, but this old man who's the HOA guy comes over and grabbed this kid's fishing rod and broke it over his knee. And then, somebody says the F word, obviously, because they're shocked at the fishing pole being broken.
Lake, young man.
He's on the board. You threatened us.
He's on the board.
Want that phone to go in the lake?
Back away from
here,
him.
boys.
Back
Walk out of here.
Walk out of here.
Back up.
Test me.
Back up from me.
Here.
He walked out by me. Back up from me.
Get out of here.
Back up from me.
How'd I take that phone and put it in the lake?
Yeah, now I'll press charges.
For what?
Like assault, what?
For what?
Assault.
Yeah, I'm not assaulting you. Get out of here.
We're just going to wait. We're not going to mess with anything.
Get out of here. You're fishing in a private lake.
Oh, my God, the horror.
Private lake.
Yeah, you gotta when you wake up in the morning, everybody should have a thing where they go, okay, now I clear my mind and I'm gonna come to terms with what it's okay to be upset by today.
Oh, Sean, see, that's like the logical way of doing things.
Man.
But someone who does this HOA, I assume, president?
He's on the board. I mean, yeah, he's the guy in the neighborhood that does this stuff.
The man loses sleep over the stressful things that are absolutely nothing and then wakes up ready to ruin someone's day without a doubt.
Are they stealing bass out of your pond? What is the grave error in judgment on their part here? I don't see anything really that bad about this.
Oh, and if you want, head down close to them and say, hey, guys, listen, this is a private lake. There's no fishing here.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you guys to move on. And if not, I'll call the cops.
Right, he's coming in hot.
But instead, let's break their property.
Yeah, let's break their fishing rod.
That phone's going to go in the lake.
And then accuse them of things, right?
Get the hell out of here now!
The cops are coming. We're just waiting for them.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we're waiting for them.
You know what? We're going to prosecute. So your parents are going to be real proud of that. All right. We're going to prosecute you, and you're going to pay all kinds of money.
I got to tell you, if I was the parents of the kid who's holding the camera, I'd be
proud of the kid.
Good on you for keeping your cool.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm going to stay right here. I'm not listening to you. The cops are going to come. We'll be gladly talk to the cops when they arrive here.
You know why? Because he's like, I'm going to go so viral for this.
Right. I got to keep my cool.
I can get a brand new fishing pole.
I want everybody to think I was like cool as a cucumber when they watch this back, and all the numbers on Twitch or our TikTok in this case, I guess,
Because
right?
you're being a dick.
I'm not being a dick. Sir, you're the one yelling.
You're on private property, young man.
I'm just trying to fish.
Here.
You threatened us and you walked up.
Get out of here. You're on private property. Get out of here.
He keeps going up to both of them.
We just said we wanted to wait.
You touched me earlier. Get out of here. Get out of here.
You touched me earlier.
What a weird, angry move to just, he goes up and just like, it puts his arms down like he's going to punch this little kid who's 13 maybe.
So the video, the caption on the video would imply that this guy is drunk. Do we know what time of day this fishing out excursion was happening?
See, all right, let's go back to the video there real quick, because I'm looking at the sun. And based on where this is, we can technically tell what time it would be. Like it's
I don't know what direction the camera's facing.
Exactly. But it is either like evening or it is very early in the morning. I assume evening time.
It's not night. We know that, right? We know that it's bright outside.
It's not the middle of the day either.
Yeah. And it doesn't seem like it would be any sort of obnoxious time for them to be in this area in the pond fishing out there.
Who cares?
Yeah, I know. I swear to God.
These fishing videos all the time.
Where people get nuts about somebody fishing. Yeah.
Or it's like it's a creek, but there's private property in between two pieces of public property, and they're like, "Get out of here! I own these waters." And then you have to explain to the crazy person, middle-aged white man, most of the time, that you don't own water.
Right. If somebody else is saying, Andy on YouTube says, I've had this happen to me dozens of times over the years. What's really funny is when you're on a boat fishing close to shore and they try to tell you can't fish there either. So like you're too close. You're in the water, but you're too close to the property.
Well, I mean, if it's a private lake, is there a rule that says you can't have your boat in there unless they live in the lake?
Or are they just like, we're off to the side? Can you tell?
If it was a private lake, then you probably wouldn't be able to launch your boat in or anything. But they're not, as far as I can tell, on a boat. They're just hanging out with their fishing poles.
Just your parents. Wait till I get a hold of your parents.
Just wait.
He's so mad.
My phone's dead.
Call him.
Give me your phone.
You call him.
I don't
Call
feel
your
like
parents.
this. I just talked to the police. I'm gonna just talk to the police.
All right, here's my favorite part coming up, because some older ladies have come over. They're also very concerned about this fishing. They're very upset about what's happening here.
I do love that they're calling the man Karen on this.
It's probably driving him insane.
I think nothing could be more insulting to this asshole than to call him a lady's name.
All right, watch this.
Wow.
Your parents live in this neighborhood?
Don't worry about that.
Hey, listen, he knows everybody.
He
knows everybody.
This guy knows everybody, and he doesn't know you, so you're not supposed to be here.
Do you know any Smith lives in here?
She said, do you know any Smith? I asked them who they were, and they said they were the Smith family. So the clever answer they came up with.
He doesn't know any Smiths.
Yeah,
we have zero Smiths in this gated community.
Okay, so what's your real name, buddy?
I'm not telling. I'll tell the police that. I'm not telling y'all that.
Wait, what's the problem? You don't live in here.
Okay, we're just gonna wait till the police.
He knows everybody that lives in here. He's the president. He's lived here for years. And there's no Smith that lives in here.
We can stop fishing, but we're just gonna wait for the police.
So there you go. Keeping his cool,
man.
recording the guy. God, the old man just losing his mind.
Hey,
wow.
Is it just me or the lady that says he's the president? He lives in here. Sounds like.
Looks like.
No. Sounds like the voice. If our former boss were a little bit older and a little more southern.
Yes, I thought it immediately.
Come on.
It sounds a little...
She would never.
I'm not saying she would. I'm saying strictly it sounds like her voice just a little dialed up the southern and a little older.
It's
it looks
identical
like Linda,
to my neighbor, you guys.
Linda Bird's older aunt is who this looks like, who had wandered out there, and this lady saying,
May she
like,
rest in peace.
he knows everybody. He knows everybody in the neighborhood. There's no
Smiths. Zero Smiths.
All right, when we come back, we have so many things to get into today. We're going to get to your dispatches, of course, over at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see what happened throughout your long weekend. If you had one, I sure hope you did. We'll talk about, is Biden on the way out? There's a lot of pressure. This week is going to be a wild one. What a wild week. Don't miss any of the show this week. Going to be a crazy ride. We'll dive into the latest drama when we come back. It's coming up next in the News Junkie.
The fine woman in your smart speaker knows what you need. Really? Don't ask how. Just tell her to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com. What's going on? I hope your drive right now is a smooth one, and it should be on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Looks like no major incident in your way. Of course, your usual delay, I-4 eastbound, approaching both World Drive and State Road at 535, but westbound is clear. East and westbound of the 408 as well. North and southbound lanes of the Turnpike, as well as the Greenway and 429 toll. If you have any incident to report, call our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. At Lowe's, save big every day when you buy in bulk. Save 10% on your choice of any 3 or more A.O. Smith water heaters. Lowe's knows pros. Selection varies by location while supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will. When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast. That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st, streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Don't miss
Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, Thomas Rhett, Victoria Monet,
and more.
Get tickets to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, right now
at AXS.com.
That's AXS.com.
Hey, pool season fanatics, your summer persona is calling. It's time for sun-soaked party scenes at MGM Grand, new luxury cabanas at Bellagio, and sandy beach living at Mandalay Bay. Show off your poolside, only with MGM Rewards. Visit MGMRewards.com for details.
Splish Splash, Central Florida. Are you underwater in your current ride? RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. If you're going off the deep end in a car you hate, bring it to me, and I'll give you up to $5,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value. At RC Hill Mitsubishi, we're all about affordability, so you could drive a nicer, newer car today, like the brand new 2024 Outlander. $1 down, $399 a month, including taxes and fees, and save up to $8,500. You can check out the 2024 Mirage, 43 miles per gallon, lifetime warranty, $219 per month, including tax and fees. So if you're sinking in a car that's stinking, bring it to me, and you could get up to $5,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value. RC Hill has hand-picked, certified used cars on sale this month. But hurry, a deal this good will dry up soon. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
$1 down requires bank approval. Example, stock number 1574. $1 down, $289 per month for 84 months at 5.9 APR. Visit rchill.com for details.
The doctor's office that mixed up your files has your Social Security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info and last 3 addresses. Your info is in endless places that could accidentally expose your info to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
I don't like onions. I'm doing paleo. Do they have gluten-free bagels? You can't juggle every food request for a work event, or can you? EasyCater is the all-in-one tech platform that makes it easy to get restaurant catering for work, with options for any group's size, taste, dietary preference, or budget. EasyCater saves your favorite restaurants and orders, which makes reordering a snap. Need to modify an order? No problem. So when it comes to food for work, make it easy on yourself with EasyCater. Start your order at easycater.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day. But when we're driving, cooking, and working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Finds Torres. Oh, what a strike! What an absolutely ridiculous goal!
Orlando City is heading to the Northeast as the Lions take on New England on Saturday, July 17th at 7:30 p.m. Tune in on FM 96.9 The Game and watch on any device on the Apple TV app. Don't forget to tune in an hour before the match at 6:30 to catch Kickoff Minus 60 airing exclusively on the Lion Nation app.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of Team USA, plus NBC's top Olympic moments, original Summer Games podcasts, and live hourly updates from the games in Paris on the iHeart app and right here on this station. Be sure you have the free iHeart app, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
iHeartRadio. Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bonus. 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 That's bonus. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Story time with the three best friends you never knew you had.
Fire up a dispatch for us. Do it at thenewsjunkie.com right now. We'll get into those momentarily. We'll talk about what the hell is going to be happening in this wild week. Wild week. All kinds of stuff going on. We got everything with Joe Biden happening. You got a vice presidential pick from Trump that's going to happen this week. You got Alec Baldwin in court for that stupid Russ case that's still going on out there. There's so many things. There's so many interesting things that are going on this week. We're going to pick apart each of them as we go. A lot of drama to mine through, and we'll make certain that we take advantage of that. But first, over the long weekend, which I enjoyed. I'm sure you did too, C-Lane. It was
I kept thinking, is today the day it's over? Is today the day it's over? That was a long feeling handful of days.
I loved it.
I think part of it, too, was how I sort of combined the fact that we were going to be live last Wednesday into a little mini trip.
Yes.
Spent 2 nights out in Mount Dora, had a lovely time. And then so it just seemed like a whole week almost where, I had to do a little bit of work.
That's nice.
Just a tad. I got to tell you, Mount Dora was a hoot. We, that evening, we all met up me and my girlfriend spent time with Celia and his wife and his beautiful baby in the
baby's first concert.
It was so cute, and I have so many pictures where you look hammered. And
baby's first concert was Inner Circle. That's fantastic.
Let me tell you, Inner Circle was incredible. All for One, also incredible, but also shock.
What happened? Would they look real old or something?
It's just they were matching white on white outfits.
Yeah.
And they had the dance moves down, but it's like, whoa, time has passed.
Yeah.
Just a bit. And then
that's like when I saw the Whoop There It Is guys, and they have gray beards and they have the gait of an old man, and you go, wow.
They played the bangers, man, and a lot of stuff that you didn't realize that those were their songs.
That's because they played mostly covers. They had 3 of their own songs, and then Earth, Wind, and Fire and like some Jacksons, I think. It was a whole bunch of stuff.
And everyone was dancing, but their finale is their number one hit song.
Right.
Which is?
I Swear. Is that the one?
I believe I Swear.
Yeah.
And then my sweet girlfriend was like, who sings this song?
Those guys.
It's their song.
See those old men up on stage?
She goes, I thought it was Boys to Men. I go, no, this is their. This is the song that they're most known for.
That's a super common thing. A lot of people think that's Boys to Men.
I
Yeah.
can see that being either a Mandela effect or there was a good long time when
Good long time, yeah.
when MP3s were in their infancy and Napster was big. That a lot of songs were people traded online were like given the wrong name or given the wrong artist, like label wise.
Yeah.
And people just thought, oh, yeah, that's definitely Blues Traveler singing that cover
Right.
of Gin and Juice.
It just sticks with you forever until you finally realize it at some point in time.
It was definitely a fun time, and thank you to everyone who came out to Mount Dora. I mean, you got us real sauced.
My God,
I
yeah.
had to change a poopy diaper in Inner Circle's bathroom.
Really?
I was wondering because you're like, those bathrooms are really nice. And then I went to the wrong one, apparently, which was out of toilet paper completely. And Buzz Sabrina was like, I'm going to provide toilet paper for everybody that's coming here.
You know what I did this week? It was so embarrassing, and it was maybe one of the most strange and awkward scenarios I've been in a while. I was using a public bathroom, and
say no more.
I went to pull on the toilet paper, and like only a little bit of the toilet paper, like maybe picture like a 10-inch strip, like a 10-inch strip of the toilet paper rips off, and it's like the end of it, and I go, oh. But it was fine because it was one of those bathrooms where there's like another toilet paper dispenser right next to it, loaded up and ready to go. But I had this like short little piece of toilet paper, and I let go of it, and it floated slowly toward the ground, but it went into the stall of the person next to me.
Can I have that back, please?
And it landed on their shoes, and they reacted to it, and then I was like, do I try to get it back? What is my move here?
That's the thing. You guys, as men, have a different experience because when you're in the stall, it's clear that everyone's doing the same thing in there.
Yeah,
With
right.
us gals, like, one of two options, maybe three, depending on the time of the month. It's a little bit about women.
About ladies' restrooms, yeah. So I didn't know what to do. I was like, wow. And then I was about to lean down and grab it back and say sorry and pull the piece of toilet paper back over into my stall. And I said, that is way weirder than what I got going on here.
Yeah. Do not touch the other person.
Then I leaned back to, you remember that Republican Congressman Larry Craig or whatever the hell the guy's name was? Where the guy was like toe tapping. He was the one who was toe tapping dudes in the bathroom stalls. And
yes, in the airport.
Wait, that was Larry Craig? I thought that was a different name.
I may have screwed up the name. I forgot. I'm talking about the old politician who was a Republican, and he was like, there's a language to men's bathroom stalls, and if you like put your shoes somewhere, that means you want to like mess around with the person in the stall
Larry
next
Craig?
to you.
You take off your shoes?
You like put your shoe under the wall, and then if the other person puts their shoe there, then it's like, all right,
this is new to me.
Wiener's out, and then on with whatever happens after that. And then I thought, is the toilet paper dropping into the stall next to you? Is that also some sort of signal here?
If it's one tiny strip that floats like that, absolutely. That guy for sure thought he was getting lucky.
This guy just like,
that's code for I'm about to drill a hole.
He just knocks down the front door to my stall, and he's like, all right, here we go.
Is this your strip, sir?
Oh, sea bass just busting through. And
they call that the paper strip of consent.
Oh, God, I didn't know what I had done. These are the things that happened to me. Go ahead.
Just my conclusion, because I ended up staying overnight in Mount Dora.
Yeah.
And
how was that Airbnb?
Oh, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, to the point where I was like, Cena and Ashley Jackson, you can be with us because we have an extra room by accident. It was, but it was very close, and I absolutely loved like being able to walk everywhere, even in all the storms. So we slept in as much as possible until it was checkout time, about 20 minutes till. And I pack everything up. I bring it by the car. I go to Opened the door because I couldn't find my keys. Door's locked. I'm like, that's strange. So we tear apart the Airbnb, can't find the keys. And then I did old look through the window, and boom, there they are, locked inside of the car.
Oh, I haven't done that in so long because like the automatic lock stuff.
Yeah, I was very surprised because usually if the keys are in the car doesn't lock.
Is it your car or her car?
It was my car. No, I said, hey, you can be honest with me. Did you press the lock button? But it was unclear. Either way, my favorite part was once the AAA truck came through.
Yeah,
I hear Sabrina, and I get a wave, and it was listeners that had rented the Airbnb next door.
Okay, all right.
And she messaged me saying, I was out having a cigarette, and I just heard the F word really loud. And realized that sounds familiar, and it was you. And I'm like, that's the moment I realized my keys were in the car.
I don't even know if I can lock my keys in my car.
I know, because you can turn your car on from your phone.
You called out AAA. Did you, for a moment, try to go, I got this. All I need, I can like do a makeshift Slim Jim. I can work this through here.
No, at that point I was like, we're just going to wait, and I'm going to send a message to the Airbnb host and say, hey, this is the deal. And she never had an issue with it, so we stayed there watching Scary Movie 4 until AAA showed up.
Oh, well, at
and
least
the poor
you got
guy
that
had
out
no
of there.
idea it was the 4th of July.
He didn't know it was the 4th
I was like, happy 4th. And he's like, oh, yeah, it is the 4th of July.
Oh, poor dude.
That's sad.
Wow.
Very
God,
sad.
that guy's been on a long run of
You
working.
saved my life, so thank you.
I was the opposite of that guy during the break. I didn't know what day it was for a couple of days. This guy, I guess I was the same. But he was doing that because I think he was
Saturday?
just working.
I spent half the day thinking it was Sunday.
Right. And then you get the reward. Oh, it's so good.
Beautiful.
It's the best reward. Okay, let's talk about, we got so many other things. I'll tell you what else happened to me this weekend in a bit. But Biden, it's a huge week for Biden, right? There's a lot more Democratic officials who are calling for Biden to resign. I've heard some like really interesting, juicy potential things that could happen here.
Names?
And, yes, yeah. And one I was like, oh, okay. Because the way I look at this is this, all right? It's an interesting thing that we're seeing. And I have to give full on credit to the establishment Democrats who are doing this right now. They're saying we saw some concerning things in the debate, and then we were not reassured by the interview on ABC with Joe Biden. In that interview where he said things like, I'm going to do the goodest job and some other things. Here he is. This is one of the clips. He didn't have any major fails, but everything he's going to do from here on out for the rest of the campaign is going to be under a microscope. So, like, the slightest thing is going to be like, oh, we got a Mr. Magoo moment again.
Mr. President, I've never seen a president at 36% approval get reelected.
Well, I don't believe that's my approval rate. That's not what our polls show.
There's a poll
truther. If you stay in and Trump is elected and everything you're warning about comes to pass, how will you feel in January?
I feel as long as I gave it my all and I did the goodest job as I know I can do.
I did the goodest job as I know I can do.
That's it,
Sounds like from the Little Rascals or something. It's like a line and that. But Biden didn't reassure anybody. So more Democrats came forward, and they're wanting Biden to resign.
And last week they were citing somebody else that resigned. Who was it that we said they were like, oh, so and so did it, you could do it.
I forgot. Was it LBJ? No,
yeah.
It wasn't LBJ. Was it?
I think it was LBJ, and then the guy that they picked after him lost.
Yeah, right. Right. So the problem is this. All right, Joe Biden, incredibly unpopular right now. A lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds saw the debate, and they're like, "This dude is the dementia city." And this guy's not capable mentally of doing what it takes to be president, right? A lot of people think that after the debate.
Is it dementia or like maybe senile territory?
Hey, I am not a doctor. I'm not going to pretend to like diagnose the guy.
Then
but
why do you call yourself Dr. Watson on the weekends?
Something is going on there that isn't good, and we have people who need to be strong for the country. That's not what we need to be presenting out there, even his voice alone. So you got Biden, and you got some potential circumstances. Biden, unpopular right now. Kamala Harris, also unpopular. However, Kamala Harris can speak. She's with it. She's 50-something. Can you look up Kamala Harris' age? 54, 55? somewhere around there. She's not super old.
59.
59? Okay, so she's young enough. I don't think there's a lot of people right now saying that, like, politicians are too old at 59. And just for the record, jot this down. Let's see, as both parties, bipartisan agreement here that we've got somebody too old, and more importantly than his age is just this presentation that he shouldn't be running this country. Is there a single person you've heard come out so far and say, hey, let's right now, as a way to address this, push something through that says mandatory retirement for people in the House of Representatives and Congress and the Senate and also in the White House, mandatory retirement at the age of 70, right? Like, why? Anybody talking about that? Anybody pushing through a legislation that's going to do that? No, nobody's doing that. It'd be popular. It'd be a good thing for the country, but nobody's doing that, even though clearly we have an issue here. So here are the potential outcomes. Actually, we're going to take a quick break, and then I'll tell you some of the really juicy stuff I've heard about what could happen next, including, as C-Lane said, some of the names that are being tossed in here. And one that made me go, oh, all right, that would be an interesting pairing. We'll get into that. We got Amy Caulfield coming up before too long. Yes. We got a brand new business that's opening, and that seems like a really bad idea. And I'll tell you about something else that happened this weekend. In fact, I'll give you this super awkward story next. That's coming up next in the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Ken, and Mike. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And this week you're going to notice some changes for the stormier. In fact, each afternoon, a 70% chance, a likely chance for rain. And there's actually a tropical connection all the way to Hurricane Beryl, which is hitting Texas this morning. While it will not track through Florida, we will have a piece of its energy, and that is the increased rain chances. Also going to be hot today, heat advisory in effect, high temperature 96, feeling like 110.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Celebrate July 4th with the hottest deals at Lowe's. Bring some color to your garden. Get 2 select 2 or 2.5 quart red, white, and blue annuals for $10. In-store only, excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Actual plant size and selection varies by location while supplies last.
Homeowners, one of the most important things is that you keep your house in good shape. You keep everything operating the way that it should be operating. And you got very expensive appliances. Your refrigerator, you don't want that to break. You know, obviously your air conditioner is of utmost concern. And this time of year, the last thing you want is to be in the position where you put your hand up by that vent and you go, uh-oh, something's wrong. That's why you need Mills Air. And they have a preventative maintenance program that is so great. It can save you money and detect an upcoming breakdown. And they're going to do all the things you probably haven't done in a while, like change out your filter, clear out your lines so the water doesn't back up and cause bigger issues. And look at your AC, no matter what brand it is, no matter what kind it is, from top to bottom. Preventative maintenance is so great. 407-277-1159. I'll give you that number once more at the end. Mills Air has been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. They're a Carrier factory authorized dealer, so they can get you huge rebates on a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to Mills Air. So here's that number for preventative maintenance. Excuse me. It is 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. New South Window lives Florida weather, and that's why our windows and doors are designed to take on severe hurricanes and the most intense heat. They're built and installed by us, meaning better value and a lifetime guarantee for you. Give your family security that lasts a lifetime. Get New South proud.
Buy 2 of our products and get the 3rd free. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help that often requires only simple maintenance. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello from A1 Garage Door Service. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. Call A1 Garage Door Service today.
A1 from day one. When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Tired of taking allergy pills every day to treat your allergies? Aspire Allergy and Sinus has helped thousands, including me, who spent years suffering before finally doing something. Like Aaron, most migraines were alleviated almost immediately after her sinus surgery with Aspire. Or Julie, who didn't even realize it was allergy season because she felt so much better after taking her allergy drops. Fixing your allergies are easier than you think it is. Go to AspireAllergy.com to set your appointment today. That's AspireAllergy.com.
At Massey Services, we know that no two lawns are the same. That's why we create a customized lawn care plan for whatever your landscape looks like. From season to season, our personalized treatments keep your lawn healthy and beautiful all year long. Personalized, because it is personal. We take as much pride in your lawn as you do. Schedule your free inspection today at MasseyServices.com. Massey Services. Expect more and get it.
The best things in life, they come in twos. 2 scoops of ice cream, 2 tacos. And now for a limited time, get our best deal of the year. Buy any phone when you switch to Consumer Cellular and get 2 months of service free. That's right, the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage as Big Wireless, now with 2 months free. Proof the best things in life really do come in twos. Visit ConsumerCellular.com or call 1-888-FREEDOM. Second and third month of monthly base service fee waived for new customers with the purchase of a phone and activation by July 31st, 2024. Taxes, fees, and third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs from pre-licensure to doctoral, online and on campus. Programs vary by campus. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Florida.
Sponsored by the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home at thenickley.com.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This is the...
Will be paid off before the next episode. Promises, including all the gossip about what's going to happen this week with Biden and all that stuff. But first, this tipsofthenewsjunkie.com, and Martha emails the show. She says, "Was that from me today?"
No,
I don't remember screaming.
It's a Sean Spider scream.
All right, there we are. Tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. I'm sorry, this is Casey and Kara in North Palm Beach who are emailing.
They don't get the scream.
It says, wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody for a wonderful live broadcast. Well, there's 2 people who thought it was a wonderful live broadcast. We came up from West Palm. We were able to get there early.
Luckily, yeah, they're a lovely couple.
Luckily, we did because we got one of the last tables there. We were able to experience the entire 4-hour adventure. It was quite a ride. Later on, after the show, we ran into C-Lane near the VIP area by the stage down by the water. He could not have been nicer. Oh, just noticed this. The next day, we saw Sabrina after she apparently locked her keys in her car.
There it is. Yep. Good times.
We just happened to be staying at an inn next door to her Airbnb. Hope she was able to make her way back home safely. Thanks again for a great time.
That was a really loud F word, wasn't it?
Casey and Carol listening in North Palm. Thank you for the email.
You.
Glad you had fun at the broadcast. You know,
It
it's
really
always
was a good time.
It's always an event. It's always an event for us to be out there and be doing the thing we haven't done in a while.
And a big shout out to Whiskey Kitchen, who had zero warning of how this was going to go down. And Sweet Kristen was part of, she was like the first bartender there, in charge, making sure to give us Kathy, I'm so sorry. I'm going to dump that. And big shout out to Kathy from Whiskey Kitchen. And when we were like, we're going to probably get another round, and she goes, somebody said that you actually were cut off. And I believe on the air, we're like, don't listen to him. He's just Jack Bradshaw joking around. Also, shout out to Casey, who probably had a bit of a ride here at HQ, listening to all this go down.
Sorry, Casey. Okay, this weekend, this is another strange thing that happened to me, and I want to hear from dispatchers and from you guys if you've ever done this before. Have you ever hid from somebody that you know in public?
Yeah.
Have you ever been like, you're in a public place?
1,000%.
You see somebody you know, and you're like, ugh.
Not the time. Not ready
shrink
for
down.
it.
Yeah, like, I don't want to have this interaction right now. I have no idea why. Courtney and I are walking through Publix this weekend, and this is the dumbest person to hide from ever. Like, there's zero reason for this. We see our old pool guy in the Publix.
Short shorts.
Wait, the one that broke up with you?
Yes, the one who broke up with us.
Well, I can see why you want to avoid him.
Emo cover band?
Yeah, it looks he's a emo dude with short shorts, and he broke up with us because he didn't want to clean our pool anymore. And he said, he was like,
to his credit, disgusting pool.
He
You guys
said,
are constantly pooping in it.
No. He said, I don't clean
only once in a while
pools without a screen anymore. We said, all right, well, good for you.
That's not cleaning a pool. Then there's nothing to clean.
We ran into this guy at the Publix, and both of us at the same time saw him across the Publix, and we're ducking down behind the counter.
He saw you do that. It's one thing if one person's ducking down and avoiding. When there's two people, that makes a scene, does it not?
We were both heading for the self-checkout, and we like almost ran into the back of him, and then we were like, we ducked down and went into like the whatever items are less, 10 items or less aisle, and we're looking the other way, like we're hiding from our parents or something, like we're skipping school. And I go, I have no idea why we're hiding. There's no reason why I should be bothered by running into this guy. But have you had that happen to you before, where you see somebody in public and then you go, oh, just don't want to run into them right now?
I have certainly had that moment. But what's coming to mind is the complete opposite, where for some reason, and Think Bad can attest to it, 3 out of 4 times that I wave at somebody, they don't see it. And it happened multiple times during this holiday break.
It's so awkward.
I don't understand what it is. I think it's the universe playing a cruel joke on me, but it is like this, and they don't see it, but it's like 3 other people that's around me, strangers or not, are looking to see who I'm waving to, and it's absolutely nobody.
Yeah.
And I've had one instance where I caught them trying to hide from me. It was.
Oh, I've never caught anybody, actually.
Oh, I totally did, and I went, "You're being an idiot right now."
You know, what? Then you're like, "What are you hiding from?"
Oh,
what
I know
is it
exactly
that you
what they were
done?
hiding from, but the way that they did it was ridiculous.
Who is this person to you?
Somebody who I talked to for maybe 2 weeks.
Oh, not even like a serious thing then.
No, not at all. But then I could see them ducking down behind somebody. I'm like,
oh no,
what are
I
you
hope he
doing?
I hope
freak?
the pool guy didn't see us. As I'm doing it, I'm like, I'm an adult. I'm a grown adult.
Was
I
he
don't
in
need
his
to do
pool
this
outfit?
stuff.
He goes like
kinda.
that to Publix?
I think he just wears that all the time. I think that's like a 24/7 kind of get up for the guy.
Okay.
Very, very short shorts and
No one close in his life
look.
to tell him the truth, huh?
Oh, this can't be true. Kevin on YouTube says, I know him, Sean. He still does my pool and it doesn't have a screen. I believe he used that as an excuse because the real reason was embarrassing.
What was the real reason? Find out the tea, man.
He didn't want to clean up any leaves in the pool. And one part of the year, all the leaves fall down and there ends up with like leaves on the sides of the pool and he didn't like it.
That's
so
part of the job.
Yeah, he didn't want to do that. That's fine, though. I don't mind. It's just weird when you see somebody in public and you're an adult and you're like, oh, God, duck down because the back and forth would be so awkward that I don't want to have that.
Do you think he would have had a conversation, not just like a wave? How you doing?
I don't know.
You think he would have like been like, how you been, man? What's new?
How's your pH?
I think there's a chance.
Leave free pools that you're now scooping.
There's a chance that we would have just completely ignored each other, which is the most awkward of the outcomes. And like they're right there and you're right there. And you're like, all these things just happen to me. And it has to be me at some point because I go like, it's not just that, weird things happen. It's that weird things happen to me all the time. Also this weekend, walking around in one of the theme parks. And
why do you say one of the theme parks? Say what you are now. Say
I don't. No, I don't remember where. I don't remember where we were. I don't know which theme park we were at. We
Do
went
you
to a
remember which cluster of theme parks you were at?
Which annual pass were you using?
Disney.
Yeah,
it was at one of the
exactly.
Disney parks.
I
But I
believe
don't.
you're a Disney annual pass.
I like going to the theme parks. It's fun, having a good time. We went on Space Mountain. I've been on Space Mountain in 30-something years. That rickety roller coaster is still a good time, man. Love it. Anyhow, there's a guy. The place is packed full of people. And there's a guy standing still in front of me. He's off to the side of the walkway. And as I'm approaching him, he has his hand outstretched towards me like he wants to shake my hand. Now, when I see that, all right, and I don't want to say like I have a big head or anything or like a chip on my shoulder or I think I'm super famous, but when I see somebody in front of me with their hand outstretched, ready to shake my hand, I think this guy knows the show. And he's a listener, maybe watches the stream, and he wants to shake my hand.
And you went right up to him. You're like, "What do you want me to sign? I gotta go. I'm in line now."
No, worse. I didn't know exactly what to do in the scenario. He was looking at me. His hand is outstretched, but I didn't want to have another awkward situation. So I went against my gut, and I just kept walking straight. And I looked around. And the guy right behind me shook his hand, somebody that he knew. And I was like,
safe.
I just barely escaped an accidental handshake. And I might have grabbed his hand and been like, thanks for listening, man. Appreciate you being a fan of the show.
I told you what happened to me at that 7-Eleven. I thought the guy said, that's the girl from the radio. But he said, she's a regular. So I had a full-blown I didn't know you listened to the show. And he goes, what show? And I go,
oh, it's going to ruin the tour.
We're playing a little joke? What show?
What did Sabrina do with her awkward vomit all the time? I was like, well, right down the road is a radio station, where the midday show. And you know what? Forget it. Full tank, thank you.
All of a sudden it becomes too much and you go, I just want to
Here's
exit
a $40 tip. Let's never talk about this again.
This is a bad interaction.
The last time that I ducked from somebody at a store that I ran into, it wasn't because I didn't want them to see me ever.
Jack Bradshaw.
No, I wanted to take advantage of the situation somehow, and I didn't know how yet. Because the person was my mother.
Oh, okay. All right, so you saw your mom. You saw an opportunity maybe for a little prank monkey action.
I did, and because it was me and my wife, and obviously we had the baby with us, and we were shopping at the Hallmark store, I think for Mother's Day cards.
Okay.
Which means that's what my mom was there for, too. And so I was like, my mom's over there. She doesn't know. I ducked. She doesn't know I'm here. What could we do here?
Can you imagine?
It feels so weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You scared her?
And then so
it's so scary. It's like you duck down.
What we came up with was the baby was making a little bit of like cooey noise, but not fussing. So I had Ashley duck down and push the stroller over towards her to see if she would turn around, and not only is there
There's
a random baby, but it's the one that she watches every day. Which I thought that his voice would have been familiar, but she was really laser focused on shopping.
She's like, if Christopher's not going to get me a card, I'll get one for myself.
Did you ever have an encounter, or did she just leave without noticing?
We finally were like, you're not going to take a look at that baby?
Oh, God. All right, we're behind. We got to take a quick break. When we come back,
Good times.
Amy Kaufeld from Fox 35. And can't wait to catch up with her on everything happening in the world. That is coming up next to the News Junkie.
It's like a text message with your voice. The TalkBack feature on the free iHeartRadio app. Follow Real Radio 104.1, tap the microphone, and speak.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Hey, what's happening? I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Seems like we're incident-free east and westbound on I-4 at this time, and the same does go for Colonial Drive and the Beach Line. East and west of the 408 is also moving along fine. Thankfully, north and south of the Turnpike is clear, as well as the Greenway and the 429 toll. Thankfully, no issues on OBT or John Young Parkway right now either. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Splish Splash, Central Florida. Are you underwater in your current ride? RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. If you're going off the deep end in a car you hate, bring it to me, and I'll give you up to $5,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value. At RC Hill Mitsubishi, we're all about affordability, so you could drive a nicer, newer car today, like the brand new 2024 Outlander. $1 down, $399 a month, including taxes and fees, and save up to $8,500. You can check out the 2024 Mirage, 43 miles per gallon, lifetime warranty, $219 per month, including tax and fees. So if you're sinking in a car that's stinking, bring it to me, and you could get up to $5,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value. RC Hill has handpicked, certified used cars on sale this month. But hurry, a deal this good will dry up soon. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
$1 down requires bank approval. Example, stock number 1574. $1 down, $289 per month for 84 months at 5.9 APR. Visit rchill.com for details.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Capital One's Chief Brand Officer, Mark Mentry, weighs in on building loyalty with customers.
Capital One has really worked to create amazing access moments for our customers. We will do sound check parties that only Capital One cardholders can get access to, and we can't pull that off without iHeart.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Download the iHeartRadio app and listen to thousands of live radio stations, podcasts, and stream unlimited music playlists for any mood or activity. Powered by City Kia, Central Florida's favorite auto dealer.
City Kia.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-954-3322, 800-954-3322, 800-954-3322.
You scaled the sheer cliff face, battling frostbite, running low on oxygen. The wind pierced your skin, and every inch was agony. You reached heights no other human had before, while getting nowhere at airport security. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover best-selling action titles on Audible.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Big news for veterans and first-time homebuyers. The Hometown Heroes program provides up to $35,000 down payment and closing costs. Get pre-approved at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Two Guys, Five Rings. Yes. One essential podcast for the 2024 Paris Olympics. Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers host a new podcast that's all about the athletes.
You got to get your head in the game. As Zac Efron once said.
And the culture.
Not French.
Well.
No association with the nation of France. But you did live in Montreal.
Of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Listen to Two Guys, Five Rings on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app. Search Two Guys, Five Rings and start listening.
I don't like onions. I'm doing paleo. Do they have gluten-free bagels? You can't juggle every food request for a work event, or can you? EasyCater is the all-in-one tech platform that makes it easy to get restaurant catering for work, with options for any group's size, taste, dietary preference, or budget. EasyCater saves your favorite restaurants and orders, which makes reordering a snap. Need to modify an order? No problem. So when it comes to food for work, make it easy on yourself with EasyCater. Start your order at easycater.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
This July, celebrate America's independence with a fresh view from Renewal by Andersen. Hi, this is Chelsea. Right now, buy any 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. Our custom-built, energy-efficient windows and doors will enhance the beauty and value of your home. Visit rbafla.com to schedule your complimentary design consultation. Renewal by Andersen, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613. Visit rbafla.com for details.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind. If you've been in a car accident, you need to know a term. It's called statute of limitations. That means you have 2 years from the time of the accident to actually file a lawsuit if need be. If you don't do that, you're going to lose your rights to the claim. Now, sometimes some lawyers will wait till the last minute to file or contact you with just about a month left saying that they don't know if they want to proceed with your case. Be careful with that. For more information, contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial #546, office or Lind.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial #546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH, C-A-S-H, CASH. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
It is Monday. It's our favorite day for so many reasons. And the main one on top of that list, number 1 with the bullet, is that we get to hang out with Amy Caulfield from Fox 35.
Hey.
There she
I
is.
love that blazer.
Happy Monday, you guys.
Yeah, you
What's
too.
happening?
Oh my gosh, I missed you guys. How was the 4th? I heard you guys were partying with John Brown up in Mount Dora. Is that right?
Yeah, we did a little bit of that.
I was a little starstruck, to be honest with you. I'm like, this is John. So I did not end up saying hi because I feel like I would have just word vomited. Like, so, I mean, it was before your time, but Amy is on with us all the time, and I watch every single day, and I'm a huge fan. I tweet.
Oh, he would have loved it. He loved you guys.
Oh, I'll tell him
she would have said,
hey.
She would have said too much.
Yeah, way too
much. Yeah, then all of a sudden he knows things about us, and oh boy.
Oh, and I have to send it to you now, but Celia and I also geeked out when we saw the Thunder truck there. And
oh, yeah, we took pictures with the Thunder
Did you get
truck.
to ride in it?
No.
Oh,
God. We should have asked.
The collective sadness in both
I didn't know
of you.
we had the option.
What's the Thunder truck?
Wow.
Oh, you're not familiar with the Thunder Truck, Sean?
No,
Oh, it's
no.
a very famous vehicle.
Is it like you guys got a Cybertruck over there or something?
It's the truck that we take out. I mean, we take it out like to do school talks and events and stuff, but it's like the truck that we take out during severe weather.
Mhm.
So it has like all these cool gadgets. It's got like this little like radar thing on top.
Cameras all
It's
around.
really cool. So
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
cameras all over it.
You guys got a big budget over there at Fox.
Well, you know, they cut my salary in half to buy that truck, but I was fine with that.
Hey, everybody got a Thunder Truck out of it, so things are okay. You know what? I was thinking about you this weekend because we had a long weekend, and I was like, this is nice and relaxing, and I'm glad we get this to recharge. And I said, I wonder what Amy Kauffeld's doing right now because I feel like your schedule is always full. You don't get a moment to relax. And I thought, I wonder when the last time Amy Kauffeld was like, I'm taking the day off, and guess what? I'm doing nothing. Nothing for the day. Have you had a day like that any time in recent history?
Okay, so Sean, you're going to laugh, but so two of the kids went scalloping in Crystal River, and then Kate was working all weekend. So my husband and I, like, you know what we should do? We should go visit Kate at the beach while she's working. She is a Volusia County beach lifeguard.
Oh, cool.
And she usually works in New Smyrna Beach. So we were like, let's go up and we'll kind of like, you know, set up wherever Kate's working. So she was actually on ATV duty on Friday.
What?
So that means she kind of goes up and downs, and she
gets
funny.
to
Her
drive
job
the
is to tell
ATV?
people if they're. She drives the ATV, which is like the red lifeguard ATV, and then her job is to tell. I know, it's so cool. Her job is to tell people if they're like double parked or parked incorrectly.
Okay.
And then she also relieves the guards who are in the towers for their lunch break. So, okay, it's Timmy's time for a lunch break. Kate goes up in a tower. She sits there for an hour, and then Timmy comes back, kind of thing.
This is great,
So-
Sean, because this is what she's about to describe is something I feel like you would do, but with a lot more finesse.
What do you mean?
Because Amy Kaufeld had to shift into work mode during her relaxing beach day.
Oh, good God.
did.
What happened?
So as we were leaving the beach, it was 4:00 and we went to say goodbye to Kate. And I look over, we drove down the beach to where she was. We said goodbye to her. We turn around to leave the beach. And as we're driving out, I look over and I see her talking to another guard, and I see her jaw drop.
Uh-oh.
And I looked at my husband and I said, something just happened. And sure enough, about 2 seconds later, she says, you're not going to believe it, but we just had another shark bite.
Wow.
And so they already had one on Thursday. And she had just been telling us that it's been kind of a quiet, it's been quiet this season. They hadn't had that many. So as we were pulling out of the beach, we see a beach patrol truck go flying by. So we followed the truck down the beach. And we ended up shooting video. My husband and I shot video of this poor guy getting, basically walking off the beach with his foot all wrapped up. So he's going to be fine. Both of the incidents were, minor in terms of the fact that both of these individuals are going to survive what happened. But the first guy was visiting from Sarasota. This guy was visiting from out of town as well. Both of them bites to the legs, but just within the last few minutes before I came on the radio, we just had another bite in Ponce Inlet. So we're now up to three bites now in 4 days.
So yeah, Sean, I was watching the news and they were talking about the shark bite, and they're like, we have exclusive video from Amy Kaufeld. And I was like, video from Amy? And they're like, who happened to be at the beach? And I was like, she was just at the beach. Gets called into work
You're
mode.
saying I wouldn't be able to kick into work mode and then pull that off as professionally as Amy Kaufeld?
Either of us would have been 10 White Claws deep. Amy's. Did you feel? Did it feel weird, like doing that?
Full disclosure, though, Celine, I did have a little bit of my finger in the video. I was like, seriously, after I sent the video back to the station, I was like, really, I had to have a little bit of finger, and like that's just embarrassing.
I mean, Sean would have had it would have been his face, selfie style, and then right in the corner would have been.
I might have had the wrong camera activated, like it's just my face the whole time, and there's no shark bite footage on there.
Did you identify yourself to anybody, or did you just roll up with your phone and just take the phone video?
No, I mean, I was just standing there on the boardwalk as they were bringing the guy off, and then as I was sending it in, I was like, we probably should blur the guy's face. I'm like, I feel bad. I was, you know what I mean? Like I didn't want to, we did. We blurred him out so you couldn't see him. Okay, so this is crazy. Did you guys read the story about what happened to the gal who was bitten in South Padre in Texas?
No, what happened?
Okay, so this is wild. So
is this part of when there was like 4 shark attacks in a day or something? It was crazy.
Okay, so yeah, 4 people, same shark. So this was a bull shark on like South Padre Island, which is a popular place that people go in Texas. And so she said that she thought it was just a big fish. She tried to swat it away. Then it grabbed a hold of her foot. Then her husband comes out in the water. She starts screaming. Her husband comes out in the water to try to protect her. The shark wouldn't leave. Then the shark started biting her husband, and it bit 2 other people who were like right there in the water with her.
Oh, man.
So if you look at the video of it, you can see how much blood is in the water. But this is what's creepy. The shark would not go away. So the shark, they have video of it just keeps pacing, like going back and forth.
I think it's hungry.
Waiting right there. And then I thought this was wild. So I don't know, if most of the time the shark just swims away, right? So we have no idea what happens to the shark. But in this particular case, they actually harnessed the shark. So the folks from whatever their Fish and Wildlife is called there in Texas, they harnessed the shark and they pulled the shark back out into the Gulf as far as they possibly could and let it go.
I'm sorry. You just say they harnessed the shark?
They harnessed it.
Yeah, they harnessed the
shark and they dragged it out.
That is awesome.
Is that not incredible?
So we could get real close to Aquaman if you harness like 2 of the sharks and you got like the strings from those things. And
you're thinking about like, you're talking about like the movie where they put like the little like laser on top of the shark.
Spike
possibly. That would be even better, I think. Oh my God. You know what the real test is there? I'm wondering in my head right now, if Courtney is in the ocean and she goes, "Oh my God, Sean, I swear to God, a shark just bit me." Do I run into the ocean? Because that's what the guy did, and then he got bit as well. I think I might be like, "Oh, come on, babe, I'll root her on from the sand."
You go into the water, Sean.
You wouldn't go into the water?
I think I would be doing a disservice to the both of us if I went out there and I got bit too. She's already bit, and I'm going to root her on from the sand and be like, keep going, dig deep, baby, and like that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I think you would get in the water.
I'll do
you
it.
would.
He would absolutely not do that.
I like how you think highly of me. You should think a little bit lower than that, though. Just put me down 1 peg lower, Amy. I think that'd be good. All right, what's grabbing your attention out there in the world today?
My gosh, we have another story that's crazy out of Daytona Beach. This one's just awful. So this is a guy, this actually happened on Saturday, but we're just getting wind of it this morning. He and another woman had been drinking. He then apparently took the woman's baby, not his child, and dangled the child off of a 2nd floor balcony of a Daytona Beach hotel.
Michael Jackson style.
And then dropped the baby.
Oh my God.
Dropped the baby. Yeah. His name is Brandon Gilmore. He's facing aggravated child abuse charge after the incident.
So baby
according
survived?
to Daytona Beach police, it says it did, but Karina, it just breaks my heart. It says the man met a woman at a hotel pool. About 5 hours later, he was seen by other guests allegedly dangling her baby by its leg over the balcony of her hotel room.
It's not even his baby?
No.
Screaming, no. They said they could hear the child screaming before it was dropped head first. Gilmore told police he was playing with the boy to scare him. Then they looked at the surveillance video.
Yeah, God almighty.
So it says officers observed him exiting the hotel room, carrying the child in a normal way, holding him in his arms, then carrying the child to the balcony, holding it by a leg with his head positioned to the ground and proceeding to drop the child from the 2nd floor.
Jesus. I mean,
terrible.
That's one of those things where you go, I don't want harm to come to a lot of different people out there that maybe deserve it. But if this guy walked in the front door of the jail and if he got a real rough time behind bars, I wouldn't mind it so much. That's a bad human being right there. That is a terrible person. It just makes
you sick to your stomach. As far as the child is concerned, Daytona Beach police letting us know, transported as a trauma alert. Serious, severe internal injuries, suffered blunt force trauma to the head.
Oh, that poor baby.
We don't know the age. We just know that it was a small child, baby, maybe toddler. And it says affidavit that both he and the child's mother had been drinking. So.
Wow. God, that's terrible. That's unfortunate. So we wish the best for the family, obviously. That's a tough thing to go through. Anything else grabbing your attention out there?
Well, we're still keeping an eye on Beryl. I don't know if you guys have been looking at any of these feeds of this storm hitting Houston. I mean, massive amounts of rain. I don't know if you guys remember with Harvey. Remember Hurricane Harvey? It was really a tropical storm by the time it got to Houston, but it dropped 52 inches of rain 52 inches of rain.
That's
On
crazy.
Houston. Remember how bad the flooding was then? This storm so far, I think the last I thought had dropped between 11 and 12 inches, which is still an insane amount.
Yeah, that was a wild ride, this storm, because it was incredibly strong and whipped up really fast, and then it seemed to like almost dissipate and then reform, and then so mostly it was just a rain issue, it seems like, for them. But
the wind is pretty bad. If you look at some of the video, you're going to see that it's pretty windy. I mean, it still came ashore as a Cat 1, which is, I know that seems not so bad compared to the Cat 5 that hit the Caribbean, but Cat 1 is still
probably got a lot of people without power, I would imagine, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, major power outages and a lot of flooding. But it's starting to move out of the Houston area, move a little bit north now. So, mess in Texas. And then,
Summer,
you guys, this weekend we're bowling. Don't forget.
Oh,
I'm so excited.
Are you guys ready?
That's this weekend?
Yes.
Like always, it creeps up on me. I forget about it.
Saturday.
I put it to the side. I don't have my bowling skills ready to go. I don't know.
Are you going to wear Velcro shoes, Sean? That's all I want. That's really all I care about.
I think they make you. Don't you have to wear those shoes?
Not everybody wears Velcro. Sabrina and I are going to do laces, but we need you to do Velcro.
Yeah.
Why? I'm not in the crew.
That's the manly thing to do, just like he would save Courtney from the shark.
I think at some point in my life, if I'm a super old man, I'll probably have some Velcro shoes. So I might as well get ready for it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Might as well prepare a little bit and get ready for some bowling this weekend. Are you any good?
Now, are all of you going? Is everybody going? The whole crew?
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Good.
Yeah, we're all going to be out.
Celine, what kind of shoes are you going to wear?
I'm wearing my regular shoes because I am not bowling.
Oh,
I'm just there to hang out.
Celine gave up bowling a while ago. Yeah, he had a wrist injury
for Lent.
2016.
He never brought it back.
Yeah. All right. It's going to be a blast out there. You know, we were talking a moment ago, Amy, about I said I was out in public this weekend, actually at a Publix, and I saw our former pool guy who broke up with us and told us he didn't want to clean our pool anymore.
Why? What's wrong with your pool?
Because he didn't like the leaves. Leaves would fall in the pool during one part of the year, and he got real mad at the leaves.
It's a really picky pool guy that doesn't clean pools with leaves.
Pretty incredible.
He wants to be a pool cleaner, but he doesn't really want to clean pools. It's a real strange situation he has going. But I said, Courtney and I saw him in the Publix, and we're like, oh, and we hid. We're grown adults, and we hid so we didn't have to have a run-in with him. Have you ever had that happen to you? You're somewhere in public, and you're like, you see somebody you know, and you're like,
how many times you've been in the same area with Amy Kaufeld and you haven't
she
seen
keeps ducking me?
You were hiding from me, Sean? Really?
No,
that's so rude.
You were hiding from me, which makes more sense, I think. It's just
no, but I have done that before.
If I see Amy Kaufeld burying her face in a bunch of potato chip bags,
hey.
it's
me, Sean.
I'm not down here.
It happened at a Publix too. It happened at a Publix.
It's an art, man.
It was a coworker's ex wife, and they had like a very ugly split, and I just did. It was like I didn't know what to do or like how to speak to that person in a, you know what I mean? So I just hid.
Yeah.
Is there a particular, like, what's the best aisle to hide in?
I was in the wine section.
Good move.
In case you get stuck there for a while, there's something to do, I guess. Somebody emailed in, and they were talking about how they've had that happen with their psychiatrist. And so they're somewhere in public, and they're like, we don't talk in public.
Oh, I was the opposite. I was like, my psychiatrist is running in my neighborhood, and I was like, can we meet here instead of 40 minutes from where we usually meet?
This is more convenient for me, even if we run and go through the trauma that's going on right now.
I'm not even a runner, so it's going to take a little longer as far as your regimen goes, but a lot's going to be cleared out mentally.
All right.
Great
there
times.
she is.
Funny.
The
Can't
very,
wait to
very
see you
talented
this weekend, Amy.
Yeah.
Love you guys. See you Saturday. Can't wait.
Amy Kaufeld from Fox 35. Yeah, she'll be out there with us this Saturday for the bowling tournament with Mo, and we'll have more details about that as the weekend approaches here. I think there's a smattering of tickets if you just want to hang out, not to participate.
The pinball area?
Yeah, like in that area, you can hang out and maybe meet us and do that kind of stuff if you're interested. So we'll tell you about that as the week rolls on. Amy, we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys. Love ya.
Bye, love you.
Nobody better out there. Real quick, tips at thenewsjunkie.com.
Can't believe
and
you
by
didn't
the
know
way,
about the Thunder truck.
now I know. I want to go in the Thunder truck. That sounds cool. Start your day every day with GDO. Good Day Orlando if you're here in town. And if you're anywhere, you should start your day just as I do with Fox35Orlando.com. They have news for everybody. It's a perfect way to start off your day and see, just at a quick glance, everything that's happening that you need to know. So make sure you do that each morning. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com, and nobody emails the show. He says,
Nobody.
It was nice seeing you guys at Whiskey Kitchen. I remember this guy. I remember him coming up.
He said, hi, I'm nobody.
He did, actually.
And I said, okay, everybody is somebody.
Oh, wow.
I remember your email, sir. He said, I had a great time. After your show was over, I went inside to grab something to eat, and I ended up meeting Ryan Holmes, Angel, Amber Nova, and her parents. We sat, drank, and ate together and talked for at least 3 hours at the bar.
To spy on us, huh?
I saw them there for a while. I saw people like poke in, wave around, and then head on out. A bunch of people dropped by from the station. I drive an orange Cadillac CTS, which was close to the same color as Amber's car. I was parked close to hers. That's how we started talking. Ryan Holmes and his wife are great people. So is Mama Nova. I really enjoyed my day. Would have been better if y'all came inside the restaurant. Nobody. I was fleeing the scene. I was out of there.
We had some cleanup to do, and and now I'm just thinking. Shout out Brandon, who also got thrown into the loop, and the other promo gal, technically digital team, who I threw a bunch of promo jobs to do before she said, "Hey, I'm just here to take pictures and video for social."
Do you guys remember what Brandon said on the way out?
What?
Okay, we're wrapping everything up after this wild live show, and we're wandering out, and he goes, "Hey, I need to see you without your hat on."
Oh, yeah.
And I said, "What?" I said, "I'm a disaster right now. I got to get out of here."
Brooke,
and he
goes,
goes,
I'm thinking of Brooke.
He said, "I'm working on drawing the three of you, and I need to see what you look like with."
He didn't believe that.
And I was like,
he goes, "Oh, okay, you can put it back on now."
I was like, "Oh, not today, buddy, but okay, that's interesting. I didn't expect that." He's a nice guy. He's a hard worker, too. He was very, very helpful out there. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the chaos that is happening this week. We got your dispatches up and running and ready to go. A new business that's a terrible idea. A whole lot is on the way, and it's coming up next in the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
What's going on? I hope your drive right now is a smooth one, and it should be on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Looks like no major incident in your way. Of course, your usual delay, I-4 eastbound, approaching both World Drive and State Road 535, but westbound is clear. East and westbound of the 408 as well. North and southbound lanes of the Turnpike, as well as the Greenway and 429 toll. If you have any incident to report, call our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's new Saucy Nugs, a whole new way to nug. The best nugs are now even better. Wendy's new Saucy Nugs take the nugs you love and sauce them up in bold flavors, including buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, and spicy ghost pepper. Try them all today. For a whole new way to nug, it's gotta be Wendy's, a participating U.S. Wendy's.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Here at Massey, we know a thing or two about bugs. We've been keeping pests out of homes for almost 100 years. Our customized pest prevention program keeps bugs outside, in their home, not yours. Because when we prevent pests from getting in, we protect health, home, and family. Make your home a Massey home. Schedule your free inspection today at MasseyServices.com. Massey Services. Expect more and get it.
Splish splash, Central Florida. Are you underwater in your current ride? RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. If you're going off the deep end on a car you hate, bring it to me, and I'll give you up to $5,000 more than Kelly Blue Book value. At RC Hill Mitsubishi, we're all about affordability, so you could drive a nicer, newer car today, like the brand new 2024 Outlander. $1 down, $399 a month, including taxes and fees, and save up to $8,500. You can check out the 2024 Mirage, 43 miles per gallon, and lifetime warranty. $219 per month, including tax and fees. So if you're sinking in a car that's stinking, bring it to me. And you could get up to $5,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value. RC Hill has handpicked certified used cars on sale this month. But hurry, a deal this good will dry up soon. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
$1 down requires bank approval. Example, stock number 1574. $1 down, $289 per month for 84 months at 5.9 APR. Visit rchill.com for details.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Breathe easy.
Buying a house or selling yours? The Nickley Group makes it as easy as ABC. And 1, 2... Oh, and fast, too, because the Nickley Group can get a guaranteed cash offer on your home today. Just visit thenickley.com.
Planning on an event? Add a refreshing twist to Jeremiah's Italian Ice Catering. Treat your team to an ice party they'll love. Hop on to jeremiahsice.com to find your nearest location and start planning today. That's jeremiahsice.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of Team USA, plus NBC's top Olympic moments, original Summer Games podcasts, and live hourly updates from the games in Paris on the iHeart app and right here on this station. Be sure you have the free iHeart app, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
iHeartRadio. New South Window Solutions. Made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will. When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
When good things go bad, bad things make headlines. This is the...
So we keep you up with everything happening virally and otherwise in the world. Anything that people are talking about, that's what we talk about here every single day. And you can keep up with the show by subscribing to the free podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com anytime. So there's a bunch of possibilities here with Biden this week. This is a huge week for him. He's trying to ride this out. Hunter Biden is running defense for him now. Hunter Biden is like controlling access to Biden, along with
Would you
Jill
want
Biden.
Hunter Biden running the defense for you?
I mean, that's the allies that he has that are closest to him right now. His son and his wife, because so many other people were like, "Whoa, full Mr. Magoo" at the debate. Not great interview afterwards, and now, like it or not, every single thing finally that the president says at a speech, an engagement, or an interview will be looked at with a microscope. And they'll be like, oh, what did he mean here? What was he saying here? And that stuff will be key because the media, establishment media, has caught on and said, now we're going to make this a thing. We ignored it for 4 years, and now we're going to make this a thing. And the Biden campaign doesn't like that. They've had a pretty easy ride with what most media outlets, save for Fox and some right-wing outlets. It's been a pretty easy ride for him. And now that's turning a little bit because people are scared. His approval rating is in the dumpsters. And so here's the things that can happen moving forward. You could have Biden refusing to resign, which I think is going to be the move right off the jump here. That's not strange. Nixon, there was a famous thing with a newspaper headline. It says, Nixon refuses to resign. And within a month, it says Nixon resigns on the same newspaper. And so this is not unheard of. And it could be that right now, Biden, with his family rallying around him, stands up and says, I'm not going to resign. I have to fight this fight. It's important to defeat former President Trump, blah, blah, blah. If he has another big Mr. Magoo moment at some event down the road, it's going to be really hard for him to keep pushing through, which is why I think a lot of people want him to do something now. So that brings us to the second potential outcome, right? We have Biden refuses to resign, which is what I probably think is going to happen for now. And he said as much. You have the second option is Biden resigns, right? If Biden right now said, I'm resigning, that would make Kamala Harris the heir apparent and president, et cetera, et cetera. And then
you're talking about resigning from the presidency, or
from the presidency? Yeah, from the presidency.
So you don't think he should? Not you don't think, but the people that are calling for him to step down are not even letting him run till January.
There's different ways that you can do a baton handoff there. And one of them is to get all the delegates to say, actually, we're going to, even though people voted for Joe Biden, we're going to take those votes because they can do that, which is, it's kind of an insane, archaic thing that is stuck in our representative republic that we have in the United States of America. All the delegates who are representing your votes can go, actually, we're going to put all these votes over to Kamala Harris, and Joe Biden could get behind that. Or he could just resign, and then she would take the helm. Those put you in the same spot, I think, down the road. And then there was talk about like who would be her running mate, and her people at some point leaked out she would choose like a white man to be her running mate. She doesn't have very high approval ratings. A lot of people don't really think Kamala Harris is ready to run the United States of America for various reasons, but when you start talking about who would she pick as a vice president, things get interesting. Because the one idea that I heard floated around, I was like, okay, that could be something that would be a little bit more of a challenge for former President Trump to run up against. Because I think if the election was today, I think Trump would just run away with it. I think he'd win pretty easily. And the name that's being floated is Michelle Obama. And
I thought she didn't want it, though.
You hear that. You hear it over and over and over again. But whose name do you drop? You drop the governor of California, Gavin Newsom. California has a lot of issues, and he's tied to them. Like when people think about homelessness and bad policies socially with public drug use all over the place and thievery run amok, petty theft everywhere in cities like San Francisco and Oakland. Oakland in particular has been really bad lately. People tie Gavin Newsom to that. And I think, though he's pretty slick at speaking, he's a good-looking guy. He's younger. How old is he? Look up Gavin Newsom age, if you don't mind. I would say he's in his 50s, right? Like, he doesn't look super old at all. And certainly he's very, very sharp. 56, so he's definitely in that age range where he could make this happen. And then the other names that you hear are like also rans. Just people just don't know nationally who these folks are. And I don't know that they'd have the power to change anything. And the third possible outcome would take place behind the scenes and we may never hear about it. And that's this. The third possible outcome is Biden, he refuses to resign. He's not going to resign. He's not going to step down. He makes a deal with the political folks who are lining up against him right now. And he says, I'm going to push as hard as I can to win this election. And then after I win the election, I'll resign in my first year and hand over power to Kamala Harris, and we'll have somebody younger into office. But I think I have a better shot than she does at winning at this point in time, and it'll make it look like our party's not in disarray. And so that's how this will work out. It would be like a boardroom deal if he said, I'll win the election and then I step down. Those are all things that I'm sure are being talked about all over the place here. Big Doug Millionaire says Kamala should choose Jimmy Carter as a running mate. It's not too late. He's still out there. He's still kicking, old Jimmy Carter. But he says he's committed to staying in the race. Really quickly, he sent this long letter this morning to the Democrats who are demanding that he step down, and he posted it on his Twitter account. It says, now that you've returned for the 4th of July recess, I want you to know that despite all the speculation in the press and elsewhere, I'm firmly committed to staying in this race, to running this race in the end, and to beating Donald Trump. I've had extensive conversations with the leadership of the party, elected officials, rank and file members, and most importantly, Democratic voters over these past 10 days or so. I've heard the concerns that people have, their good faith fears and worries about what is at stake in this election. I'm not blind to them. Believe me, I know better than anybody the responsibility and the burden of the nominee of our party. I carried it in 2020 when the fate of our nation was at stake. I also know these concerns come from a place of real respect for my lifetime of public service and my record as president. And I've been moved by the expressions of affection for me from so many who have known me well and supported me over the course of my public life. So basically he said, I am running again. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here. For now, he's refusing to back down.
And a little hint of, I know you're just saying this because you care about me.
Nah, this is all out of love. It's all out of love. So that's what he's saying as of now. They're supposed to meet a lot of Democrats this week, and maybe Tuesday have some other announcement where more people are demanding that he step down. More donors are saying we're not going to donate any more money if Biden is a nominee. They're pulling all the levers of power.
We don't have a lot of time, everybody.
No, there's not a lot of time at all.
Come on.
But that's perfect. That's perfect for this year. That's just how all of this was going to go down. We knew it was going to be chaos, and we've gone past that in a big way. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? A woman could both get no satisfaction nor a follow-up day on Earth after going to a Rolling Stones concert, painted dead because she died.
Mm-hmm.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong wants to put the swift influx of lots of money because he mentioned Taylor Swift one time. Plus, Gwyneth Paltrow's bed has some poo. The mystery of the do is who. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Today on the Jim Colbert Show, we are back live recapping our holiday weekend. Plus, we'll get caught up with sports with our buddy Brandon Kravitz. We also have a special edition of Embers Only. We'll talk law with Ray Trimley from TK Law, and we'll have concert tickets to see Styx in Tampa. Plus, your calls, texts, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. For today and for the rest of the week, a big pattern change for the stormier. We've got a tropical feed of moisture that's actually going to stream in all the way from Texas, connected to Hurricane Beryl, which will have no direct impact here, but will help to increase our afternoon storm chances. There's a heat advisory in effect for today. Steamy, our high 96, feeling like 110. Our afternoon rain chance at 70%. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's, home of the $5 Biggie Bag. The Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag is the GOAT of fast food deals for a lot of reasons. Here are 4 of them: a junior bacon cheeseburger, nuggies, fries, and a drink. It's also just $5. And unlike the other guys, it's not going away after a month. Get out there and get the bag. The Wendy's Biggie Bag. U.S. price and participation may vary.
Download the iHeartRadio app and listen to thousands of live radio stations, podcasts, and stream unlimited music playlists for any mood or activity. Powered by City Kia, Central Florida's favorite auto dealer.
City Kia. Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't know the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803. Don't wait. Call now. 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803.
The doctor's office that mixed up your files has your Social Security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info and last 3 addresses. Your info is in endless places that could accidentally expose your info to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Celebrate July 4th with savings at Lowe's. Right now, make your garden pop for summer with savings on Miracle Grow 25-quart potting mix. Get 2 bags for just $16. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii while supplies last.
I'm John Morgan, and I'm asking you to stand with me and vote yes on Amendment 3. Amendment 3 will be on your ballot in November, and it will allow adults to possess or safely use marijuana, and that's a very good thing. Amendment 3 will put an end to bad laws that not only cost us millions in law enforcement dollars, but also cost thousands of Floridians their freedom. Nearly 250 years ago, our nation declared our independence. Now it's time for us to declare our independence from laws that demand jail time for simply having or consuming marijuana. Our system of treating adults who consume marijuana as criminals is madness. Join me, John Morgan, in supporting our own Declaration of Independence and vote for the people and vote yes on Amendment 3.
Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite 3, 321, Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture. This is
all things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. I'll pay off that bad business idea in a little bit here on the show. But right now, let's get into things. You ready to go, Sabrina?
Hell yeah.
All right, let's do the next episode.
because there's a lot on TV and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
What's Haktua, Dad?
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey,
smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. And, of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. Refinancing, buying your first dream home, debt consolidation, perhaps. If you are a veteran or active military, then you should take advantage, of course, of the Florida Hometown Heroes program that kicked off $100 million as of July 1st. So make sure to see if you are eligible for this money by starting your pre-approved. by going to thatmortgageguydon.com. So don't wait too long because last year when it came out in July, all that money was sent out by December. So act fast. You can get up to $35,000. And That Mortgage Guy Don is here to help.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
It was a mere 51 years ago. This classic right here.
Lean on Me.
Lean on Me is right. And you can lean on me. This song hit number 1 on the charts in 1973. Then it was 143 years ago in 1881. Sean, you remember the druggist Edward Berner of Two Rivers, Wisconsin. He invented what?
The druggist?
He was a druggist. It
Edward
was
Berner.
1881.
Cocaine?
It was not cocaine. A customer asked him to top off a dish of something delicious. With something
he invented
else.
Coca-Cola.
He did not. It was a sauce previously only used to flavor sodas.
Hollandaise? Oh, no, I'm off.
By the way, flavoring sodas at this time, it was illegal to serve on Sundays.
I'm going to say the hard one to say.
Maple syrup?
Worcestershire?
Ice cream sundaes. He invented
Okay.
ice cream sundaes. It was
Really?
illegal to serve sauce, I guess, on Sundays. So he sold his ice cream concoction on the Sabbath and called it a Sunday, misspelling it, or Sundae.
A-E, yeah.
So there you have it, my friends.
We
Fun
really
fact.
dropped the ball on that one.
Hey, no worries, but there was a lot of good guesses, and I hope in the future you get it right. I'll make sure to look up, what were the other things you said?
A lot of things.
Coca-Cola, maple syrup,
yeah.
cocaine.
How about, this is something we missed, but it is worth noting. Not only was it Independence Day on July 4th,
Yeah.
but it was also the 100th anniversary of Caesar salad.
My God.
Yeah.
A day that shall live in infamy.
I don't know which one I celebrated harder.
I love Caesar salad. I know a lot of people do. It is one of the greatest treasures, not only in America, but around the dang world. According to the daughter of Caesar Cardini, it was the Caesar salad invented July 4th, 1924 by her father, an Italian immigrant and restaurateur who owned Caesar's restaurant in Tijuana, Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Story
That's
goes
interesting.
that he created the salad on a busy weekend when the restaurant was low on food. He used whatever ingredients were on hand. The original recipe is said to have included romaine lettuce, egg yolk, olive oil, Parmesan cheese. Here's a full circle. Worcestershire sauce.
What?
Lime juice and a toasted baguette. And thus the Caesar salad was born. And since then, I've had you many drunken, hungover, and just plain old lunch times. And I dedicate this to you, Caesar salad.
Salad ballad.
Swear your embrace, so Caesar takes my breath away, dressed in a cloak of pure creamy delight. Oh, delight. Oh, Caesar salad.
Wow. Got some hair metal vibes there.
Thank you.
Is that a real song? Or
What? It's not a... What do you mean it's a real
like
song?
a parody of a real song?
No, that was royalty free.
Oh.
You gotta tell me that. You gotta tell me that.
Man.
Just if you give me the heads up, then I'll know. I thought
Ever
it
gonna
was.
go viral.
I thought it was Motley Crue or something.
That's what I
it's
thought,
a
too.
royalty free song. So
It sounds exactly like Motley Crue. What's the one about?
on my way.
Yeah.
To have some Caesar salad.
1,000% royalty free. So those of you listening on everything but YouTube, thank you. And with that,
No, Twitch didn't hear it either. Actually,
Cool. Danny Trejo got into a brawl over the weekend, 4th of July.
I saw this.
Over, you guessed it, water balloons?
Yeah.
Interesting 4th of July. Fisticuffs were brought out and used. We cannot play, I could play the audio if you want to show the video, or perhaps put on See It Now since I've lost time because of the Caesar salad song that some people could not hear. According to reports, he thinks that his crew was targeted because they were Mexican. But there's one lady who stood out with all the screams and all the jumbles and what I believe were all the bleeped out F words. It's this one lady who was like, I can't believe this is happening. Wait for it. And that was,
I can't believe it!
Police did show up, but the crowd had already dispersed, so no arrests were made. Danny, by the way, just turned 80.
Yeah, the thing is,
Still
people were
throwing them
watching
punches.
this, and when this went viral over the weekend, people were like, Danny Trejo got his ass kicked. And I go, you know what
No,
I
he
saw?
didn't. He got out of the car and he kicked some ass.
I saw an 80-year-old man who's still fighting people and, doing decently at it. That's pretty good as far as I'm concerned.
I got to tell you, though, there is something to seeing, and it was a lot of hubbub with this. This was not one of the videos I've seen of adult men fighting where I immediately am like, icked. But I got to tell you, nowadays, seeing this stuff or seeing, grown men fight, it's cool for all of maybe the 0.5 seconds in the beginning. And then it's like, okay, guys.
Yeah.
We're still going to do this, and you look ridiculous.
It's
so-
trashy.
It's so trashy. Not as...
but watching that old guy yell at the kid for fishing in his lake was
also
trashy.
very trashy, too.
Mm-hmm.
Just everyone relax a little bit. Maybe get some water. You know what this is, right? It's
What?
the heat. The summer heat
it
is
does it.
turning people
Yeah.
crazy.
It's true. It does. It actually is a thing.
And it's also having my rear view mirror fall off while I'm driving to work this morning.
Oh, really? Got that hot in your
I haven't had that happen in years.
Fully gone. So that's a little bit about me and a little bit about anyone who has a July birthday. This was a fun song I found on the internet. So happy birthday to you. A little bit about your parents. And a 3, 2, forgot to move it from my folder to my soundboard. And here it goes. And now it
July
is
parents.
here.
Happy birthday, it's July. Spooky baby, your parents on Halloween. Spooky baby, squirmy little spawnling. They did the monster mash, graveyard smash. You are the aftermath of CBS plastic mask. You are the sons and daughters of Frankenstein. This is your time.
Who did this?
Oh, here's the thing. I only
Don't
printed out
know.
the screenshot. So
Shouts out to them, regardless. whoever.
it is there, and at least you got to hear that instead of my Caesar salad song. Can I?
He muted that too.
You could do the Caesar salad song again if you want.
Can I?
Yeah.
It won't go like it did the first time, mostly because I had printed out the lyrics and that was my first go at it. But
You still have the lyrics, right?
I
If
still
you do
have
it
the
again.
lyrics, yeah. So they heard about it being the 100th anniversary of the
Yeah.
birth of Caesar salad and all the facts behind it.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
All right, cool. So here we go. Please don't mute it. It's royalty free.
Caesar salad. Oh, Caesar salad. In the garden.
What? Why'd you stop?
Now I'm off.
Your voice is is lower than the music.
Forget it.
Why?
Follow me on Instagram. I'll do it live after we're done with the show, I guess.
All right.
That's Sabrina Ambro.
It's leaving the voice effect on for the disappointment for me. That's really.
I really nailed it the first time.
Most of the people who are listening to the show are listening to the show on these radio stations that just heard it
Oh, I hope so.
perfectly crisp and clear. And the people on the podcast will also hear it perfectly crisp and clear.
But everyone else, it was mute because copyright sucks farts.
That's true.
Fun,
I'm on my way.
celebrate Caesar salad.
Also, a woman died at a Rolling Stone concert.
Oh, that's right.
Steve Perry, imposter, steals over $100,000 from a 75-year-old Journey fan. And Justin Timberlake and Tiger Woods both have DUIs, and they're opening a bar in Scotland. On the boob tube, it doesn't matter. Just enjoy some Caesar salad. And follow me at Springambra on Instagram, Savvy Cat Cat on TikTok, and follow your dreams and stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. That's why I didn't do that story, because I figured it was going to be in the next episode.
I
but
barely grazed it, so we got details coming up.
Justin Timberlake and Tiger Woods opening a bar is just such a fantastically bad idea. Like,
It
right
really
after you
is.
get a DUI.
Scotland's very random, isn't it?
And Tiger Woods got a DUI way back in the day too, or not even way back in the day, like less than 10 years ago. Tiger Woods got a DUI.
But when
So
you
both
say
of them,
when you say they're opening a bar together, like they're not going to be at the bar. They're just putting their names on it.
I mean, they'll go there
right?
for the opening day and get the picture.
It's called. It's going to be called T Squared Social. T Squared, like Tiger Woods and Justin Timberlake. And so I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be there every
And
day
this
or
is
anything.
in
But
St. Andrews, and we
Yeah.
have a St. Andrews here locally that is owned by people from the overseas.
yeah, from
Across
the overseas.
pond. Because I was going to say Scotland, but that's not the truth.
I like how you can say across the pond. You'd be like, technically, everywhere's across the pond
not
from here.
here, but they're lovely
Yeah.
people, and a huge fan of St. Andrews.
All right. When we come back, we'll get to somebody's daughter was trying to get to the Olympics, and unfortunately, they did not make it, despite the fact that their father is a very famous person. They may be a little upset by this. We'll take a look at the box office, and we'll look at your dispatches. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio. Real radio.
104.1. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Hey, what's happening? I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Seems like we're incident-free east and westbound on I-4 at this time, and the same does go for Colonial Drive and the Beach Line. East and west of the 408 is also moving along fine. Thankfully, north and south of the Turnpike is clear, as well as the Greenway and the 429 toll. Thankfully, no issues on OBT or John Young Parkway right now either. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Craftsman Days are here at Lowe's. Right now, get a free Select V20 tool when you buy a Select battery 2-pack. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 7/20. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
This July, celebrate America's independence with a fresh view from Renewal by Anderson. Hi, this is Chelsea. Right now, buy any 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. Our custom-built, energy-efficient windows and doors will enhance the beauty and value of your home. Visit rbafla.com to schedule your complimentary design consultation. Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613. Visit rbafla.com for details.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, we've grown by offering our clients more offices, more lawyers, and recovering more than $20 billion. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day, but when we're driving, cooking, working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Call 844-ADD-HELP-5. That's 844-ADD-HELP-5.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit. 800-954-3322. 800-954-3322. 800-954-3322.
Hey there, homeowners. Russ Rollins here. Are you tired of staring at a cold, unused pool? It's time to make a change. Spring is the perfect time to add solar heat to your pool and enjoy it year-round. Solar Source customers, they enjoy family time, nighttime pool parties, movie nights, birthdays, and even low-impact workouts. Don't let your pool be a monthly expense with no enjoyment. Schedule a free consultation from solarsource.com/monsters. Remember, friends of Russ Rollins save even more money.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey, Leesburg, get ready for an evening of fun and excitement this Friday from 5 to 8 p.m. Join us at Town Square for live music featuring the incredible Francesca T. But that's not all. Experience the magic of our evening market on 5th Street. Browse unique finds and tasty treats. Grab a drink, ice cream, or savory snack from one of our downtown establishments as you stroll and discover Leesburg. Mark your calendars for this Friday. Discover Leesburg. Go to Leesburg Special Events on Facebook for more info.
New South Window Solutions. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Guys, here in Central Florida, it is so important your air conditioner works perfectly every time. That's why I suggest a call to our friends at Mills Air. In business since 1992, that's 30 years of experience in keeping Central Florida nice and cool. And their techs are awesome. They can service any brand out there. Don't worry about what kind of AC you have. And Mills Air is a Carrier factory authorized dealer, which means up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call today and schedule your appointment. 407-277-1159. Online, millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
Tips at thenewsjunkie.com.
Fun song.
And Nick emails. You don't like it? Not a fan?
No, I thought it was good. I imagine you hearing it for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Why do you
groove
say that?
into it.
Why do you say that?
Because I think that it's a fun groove for the summer.
I
Not
feel like
something I'd pin
you're
you for.
trying to get at something where you're not getting at the
I'm
thing.
not. Would I pin you for it? Like line up 10 songs? Would this be the one that Sean loves the most? No, but I could see you like saying, "Hey, this is a good one."
I'll have you know, I
dancing.
like a wide variety of different types.
But if you
of
went to
music.
this concert, would you be the only one like you at the concert?
I am
What does
so
like you
cool.
mean?
You know what it means. I don't know what
Straight
to
guy
ask.
in his 40s.
She means old dude is what she means. She'd be like, "Will you be the old dude at the concert?"
Would
That's what
you?
she was getting at. Maybe. I don't know. I don't go to these concerts. I can listen to the music and appreciate the music without actually showing up and going to the concerts.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I wouldn't go to a Chapel Roan concert, but I think she's talented, and I think some of her songs are really good. But I know if I was in the crowd, people would be like,
I feel like she's trying to be weird.
Yeah,
She
no.
is.
Better than she is.
She is, of course, yes.
Gaga.
Yeah, of course she's doing that. And now the crazy thing is with these young kids, you young whippersnappers out there, the thing that happens is everybody who pops up and starts to go viral and starts to get a lot of attention is accused of being an industry plant. It's like
all the
every
time.
new person.
When
Yeah.
I interviewed Beaches
Mm-hmm.
over at Bonnaroo, I was like, what's a rumor about you guys that your fans would be surprised to know it's not real? And it's like that we are an industry plant.
Yep.
But we did go viral on TikTok, but we've been around for a long time.
Yeah, it sucks kind of. You got to fight that label. And it's the new version of like you sold out.
Who
and
has
now
been
it's like,
confirmed as an industry plant?
oh,
or as
God.
just everyone called an industry plant?
A lot of people are called it, and it depends on how you would define that.
Yeah, it's kind of eye of the beholder, isn't it?
I know
Yeah.
the one, the A, B, C, D.
D, yeah.
Yeah, that one was industry plant.
Right. That
it
an
was
industry
proved.
plant, I would define it like this. I would say somebody who you look at as a musician that has a level of success that the record label wants you to believe it happened organically, but it didn't. They pushed it down everybody's throats, and they wanted
We're
to make it
industry
look.
plants, are we?
They want to make it look like this just happened on its own. A lot of people have to dodge that. Hey, speaking of music, real quick, before I get to this email and a bunch of stories that I have in front of me here, did you see the video this weekend? It happened again. It was another performer performing in front of a crowd, and the crowd was not feeling it.
Oh.
And the crowd was like not really booing them
Talking
necessarily.
about a legendary rapper?
Yes. Yeah. Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes. He was performing
mad.
at the Essence Festival, and the crowd was just not feeling it. They weren't vibing with him. They didn't know enough Busta Rhymes.
Did they know he was mad, or was he talking too fast?
Oh, they knew he was mad. Yeah.
He stopped the show, man.
He stopped the show and just started like berating the crowd with the F word. And it brought me right to the Method Man, Redman conversation that we had on the show.
Yeah, they didn't say anything at the concert, right? It was like the tweet afterwards.
They said afterwards, yeah. They
Yeah.
just knew that they were putting a lot of effort in putting on a show, and the crowd was not vibing with it. And it's that weird generational gap that we're seeing right now in rap.
I'm sorry, I can't believe. I mean, I think I would be more excited to see Busta than to see Method Man
I would
and
too.
Redman. I have seen them before, but and I haven't seen Busta Rhymes. I also think I'd be more excited about his catalog than Redman and Method Man. Like I said before, I do not identify with their catalog as much as I do other rappers.
And I understood your point about that. With Busta Rhymes, though, I think we're both in full agreement. Like, he's got some hits. This guy, he was a mainstream success.
But we're getting to a point in our lives and their lives as well where you either get the lowdown of what your team has signed you up for, or you're going to go viral for being the old man who shouts at everybody for having their phones out or not paying attention.
But I bring it back to, why is this happening mostly, if not only, in the rock genre, or in the rap genre?
It's not. There was that other country guy, Eric Church, who did what I thought was genius. If you were a huge Eric Church fan, and I guess maybe the problem was that he did this at a festival, full of maybe potentially casual Eric Church fans. But remember, he did like a Sunday morning gospel set. Where he did a handful of his songs, but then he really did a lot of either gospel covers or slower stuff.
I think that's different, though. I think in that case, they just didn't like the creative twist that he put on his performance. I think they were just like, play the songs that we like and we know.
So you're arguing for the person who's doing their normal set and then getting mad at the crowd when they're not, vibing with you.
I'm saying it's interesting that fame is so fleeting in the rap world. The names that become famous in rap, sometimes you don't hear about them, unfortunately, until they get shot and killed somewhere by another gang or whatever. But when you do, when you hear these names and they pop up there, it's so short-lived. It's a stranger in the night passing by. They're famous for 5 seconds, and then the next name pops up. And sometimes they burn really hot for a moment or two, but the rap world seems to be totally okay with just like moving on to the next thing. And it moves fast. It's like Nicki Minaj turned into Megan Thee Stallion, turned into Ice Spice, turned into Sexy Red.
Your mouth, because I've seen both Nicki Minaj and Megan. Those are two very different concerts, both of which were very fun. But I believe Megan is more on top.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the attention span in the rap world seems to be very short, and they just move on to the next thing, and that sucks. I think that sucks for these artists who are creating music and trying to work hard to get their name out there.
But then we went to a concert over the holiday break where it's like they were clearly happy to just be there and have a gig for everybody, even if they were all sitting.
Oh, God, there's a gig coming up that I think we should all go to, actually. There's a concert coming up.
What is it?
I was like, this seems like it would be an interesting experience. Smash Mouth is coming to town.
Oh.
Okay.
But
with
a new guy. And they just moved on. The lead singer of Smash Mouth died, tragically, young guy. Did a lot of
they
drinking.
went back on tour like weekend after the funeral.
They did not mourn for very long.
Well, he was already out of the band, right? Didn't they already replace him?
Yeah, because he had some.
Because he was hurt.
I think even on the next episode, we had some clips where he was on stage and he was clearly slurring and stuff,
and also doing a Nazi salute, I believe.
Yeah, he was in a spiral there at one point, and then they move on and they get this new guy.
Was he the one that didn't like bread being thrown at him, and people were like,
that is correct,
trolling him with bread?
He really didn't like when people said that they were the
Disney band, the Shrek band.
The Shrek band. He really hated that. When people would be like, "Oh, you guys are the Shrek band," and he'd be like, "We've had all these hits. We've worked so hard.
We
How
had
dare
that
you
one
do-"
cover song."
And I would be interested in seeing that.
Where are they going to play?
They're going to be playing at, is it Epcot?
Okay.
It's one of the summer concert
Food
series.
and Wine.
Yeah. The names that I heard on that were not, there's a lot of them that I was like, okay.
Look at him inviting us to go to a concert because he's an annual pass now.
Well, I'm just saying it'd be fun to go see that.
You know what I want to see is
what?
Limp
What?
Bizkit's coming also to town, Central
I
Florida.
will go to that
area.
in a second. I will go to that in a second.
Corey Feldman opening up for him.
Really?
Oh, hell yeah.
God, is that harder than Method Man and Redman or Busta Rhymes?
Corey's gone very viral for his bizarre show.
Yeah, but is that audience going to be friendly to it, or are they just going to laugh at it, or?
I mean, he had Ed Sheeran come up during one of his shows. I think it was Glastonbury or.
Okay.
What?
I would watch that.
One of
crossover.
those, but either way, I'm there. Count me in.
It's a butt rock band. I would be fine in the audience for that. I'd be like, yeah, Limp Bizkit? Yeah, Limp Bizkit. Break stuff.
Break
you know what I
stuff,
mean?
baby.
Hey, you don't
one of them days.
You don't like the Eat to the Beat lineup?
No, I didn't think it was that good.
Oh.
There's some
Who's
pretty
on
good.
it?
There's some.
Who stands out to you?
Sugar Ray, Hooba Stank,
The
Yellow
reason.
Card.
Oh, Yellow
Card's
fun.
cool.
Let's
Hooba Tank
see.
basically plays at weddings and stuff now.
Hanson, they play there every year. Billy Ocean is a regular there. Not who is suing them? Not the Village People anymore.
Oh,
Boys
they're
to
not,
Men. I think they're on the thing a lot. Yeah, Smash Mouth
show,
in
kind of.
November.
It's almost like they have some bands that are in prison there somewhere, and then they just release them this time of year to do their performance.
That's how I feel with Universal Studios and Casey and the Sunshine Band.
What do you think they pay him?
All right, probably a good amount.
100,000?
$20. Or 20 minutes, rather.
Because I saw a video
I'd do it.
of, what was the pop punk band that was playing at one of the theme parks?
Pop punk.
Yeah, it was a pop punk band that had like a couple hits, but they were not like an edgy, cool pop punk band. They were kind of a nerdier one.
Crazy Town?
No.
Weezer?
No. I don't know if I'm going to be able to remember. I'll remember it at some point, and I'll tell you. But they were sort of like the All American Rejects type of band.
Bowling for Soup?
Kind of like that. Simple Plan. That's who it was. Simple Plan.
Oh, they and the people. I know exactly what clip you're talking about.
Simple Plan is playing, and there was not that many people there in the video I saw.
But I'm Just a Kid went viral on TikTok like last summer, and they got this big influx of new fans that had no idea who they were.
Yeah, that's what you need then.
Crazy
That's the
part
way
is
to
that
do
he
it.
still dresses the same, like spiked hair and then the sweatband for the wrist.
Right, and that doesn't age that well, I don't think.
I don't know.
All right,
My wrists are so sweaty these days.
long story short, I deleted the rejoin because you made fun of it. So
Come on, man.
you won't have to hear it anymore. I was just put that one to the side.
So
and
I didn't mean anything.
Well,
by
no,
it.
it's okay. It's okay. You know, they win some, you lose some.
Maybe
and
they'll go to the theme park they have an annual pass for now.
when we come back, stop making fun of me for that. I'm just a man living my life, and it's okay
I'm just
if
blown away by it.
Why? What is strange that I want to go to a theme park?
The amount of smack that you have talked in the
About
past
what?
few years about the cost and to go there and what people do, and you're
It's
now
not
there
cheap.
every weekend.
It's not cheap.
Going to
I have
the theme park.
an annual pass, but once you pay the original fee, it's like $100 a month or something. So that's not super bad. And I'll be real with you. You want me to be real with you? I'll be real with you. All right. I'm trying to find things to do that give me exercise, which is good, and don't involve drinking.
Oh,
And
okay,
the
well,
theme
that
parks
makes sense
do
because
that.
that one doesn't have the booze.
Well, no, it does have. There's liquor at some of those parks, but we just don't drink when we go there. We go, we ride some
Completely
rides, we walk
sober?
around.
You have
Yes,
some gummies?
got almost 20,000 steps yesterday. Just having fun, riding
Let's
rides,
see those calves.
living life. You know what I'll
I bet your
never
calves
give you
are
guys?
looking good.
Hey, you know what I'll never give you guys?
What?
Ever.
What?
Ever give you guys.
Like a
They
buddy
do a
pass?
thing. No, they do a thing where if you have the Disney app, you know when you go on most rides, there's a photo op moment,
right?
And you see like the flash go off, and they take a picture on the ride.
Oh, they send it to you?
I hate that, and I run right by those. I do, like when you see them after or you get off the ride, the screens are up there, and you know there's you on the ride or whatever. I run by those. I don't ever want to see myself on a ride. They send them right to your phone now. they beam them to your phone, and
Come
Courtney has captured a couple, and she'll look at it and just start dying, and I'll be like, "You're laughing at me. My appearance is what you're laughing at on this."
And you'll never show it to us.
Oh,
after all the embarrassing things that we have all exchanged, even if it
so
wasn't on
bad.
the air.
There's one that was I forgot what ride it was yet. It was so bad. I said, "Can you delete that off of the app? Can you get rid of that somehow?" And she starts zooming in. She's going to do a screenshot and post it on Instagram. And I'm like, "What are you doing right now?" It's the worst photo of me I've ever seen in my life.
Well, come
Worst
on,
photo.
man.
Oh,
Send it-
so
we
bad.
won't share it with the people.
Just really, really brutally bad. Here's the thing. I think it was on the Tower of Terror, which is the elevator drop ride.
Yes.
And I don't like drops, so I may or may not have looked like I would have been given the belt for the world's biggest pussy if this photograph like eked its way online. And when the ride ended, I was like, they let. That's what I sounded like. I was like, they let little kids go on this ride. They permit young people that are like.
You were about to complain?
No,
This is not safe for children?
Yes, I was like, this for me is a traumatic experience. How could they possibly let a child on this ride? My God. You'll
But think
never,
about it. A year from now,
never
those pictures will look great because you'll probably have your shirt off because of the bulking you've been doing.
We're not there. We're a long.
Are you going to replace your
long
tattoos
ways.
with like a Disney tattoo?
No, I do have a Disney tattoo already. I mean, technically, I've had one for a long time.
I don't know if that would be.
Yeah, I have. It's the gas mask one is actually.
It's not a Disney image.
It's literally a Mickey Mouse gas mask.
What if they went up to there and said,
Get out of here.
Yeah, you're banned for life. That it's not an image.
I have to keep thinking about this. I have to keep thinking about this because the other day I think we went to Universal Studios, and when we were there, I was wearing that LSD shirt. Have you ever seen that LSD shirt that I have?
Man, they've actually banned people from the parks for those shirts.
And the guy goes, "Oh, what is that shirt for?" And I said, "LSD." And he goes, "Is it from like a movie or something?"
Stop Disney.
I said, "Nah, it's just LSD in general." And he's like, "Okay."
General acid. Got it.
And I realized I got to do a shirt check before I go to some of these places. Look down. Is this the right thing for me to do? Is this a good idea?
I can't wait till one of the Disney cast members sees your Punk Mickey gas mask tattoo. And it's like, attaboy, that's hardcore, man.
Yeah.
Here's a
You're
magical moment for you.
One of us.
I don't want that chant.
Us.
Yeah, I try to do anything around here, whether it's play a rejoin or tell a story about trying to enjoy myself in a sober way.
This is what the people love about us, where we put the curtain up a little bit. We are transparent. I talked about some things about myself earlier. And then, of course, the Caesar salad song.
Okay, what did you do that was so embarrassing this weekend? The keys in the car.
I screamed the F word so loud that a listener heard it.
Why did you scream the F word? Was it because of the keys in the car?
Yeah, man. I was hungover and ready to go home.
Yeah, I would have screamed the F word at that too. I think it was a normal reaction. I think that was excusable.
Man, I certainly had a lot of embarrassing things happen to me. I say it all the time. Let me think about it. I'm going to have a good one for you when we come back.
Okay.
And then we trade, I want the picture of you.
No way. No. If I ever release an album, it'll be my album cover.
Oh, come on.
No, I couldn't do that.
An album.
It's so bad. I'm making a dumb face. I look like a person who's not a fully functioning adult. Okay, like I look. It's really horrifically bad in all ways.
It's so funny. You don't want to use that cool word you use all the time now, huh?
Retarded? Yeah. I look bad in the photograph, and I just want it to disappear. That's the best move. So I'm not sure why I'm talking about it, but here we are. All right. I didn't get into any of the things in front of me, but we will get to those.
That was evergreen. We'll put it in best stuff.
We come back, and we'll talk about the famous person whose daughter almost made it into the Olympics, right at the finish line, and then she got rejected. I'm sure very upset about all of this. We'll talk about who that is and what went down. It's coming up next in the News Junkie.
Real Radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
Fish, that's awesome. Thank you for what you do.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
What's going on? I hope your drive right now is a smooth one, and it should be on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Looks like no major incident in your way. Of course, your usual delay, I-4 eastbound, approaching both World Drive and State Road 535, but westbound is clear. East and westbound of the 408 as well. North and southbound lanes of the Turnpike, as well as the Greenway and 429 toll. If you have any incident to report, call our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's new Saucy Nugs, a whole new way to nug. The best nugs are now even better. Wendy's new Saucy Nugs take the nugs you love and sauce them up in bold flavors, including buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, and spicy ghost pepper. Try them all today. For a whole new way to nug, it's gotta be Wendy's, a participating U.S. Wendy's.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st, streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great product benefits, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-239-1749. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-239-1749. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-239-1749. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-239-1749, 800-239-1749, or biglou.com.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day. But when we're driving, cooking, and working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
This July, celebrate America's independence with a fresh view from Renewal by Anderson. Hi, this is Chelsea. Right now, buy any 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. Our custom-built, energy-efficient windows and doors will enhance the beauty and value of your home. Visit rbafla.com to schedule your complimentary design consultation. Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613. Visit rbafla.com for details.
You sailed beyond the horizon in search of an island scrubbed from every map. You battled krakens. You navigated through storms. Your spade struck the lid of a long-lost treasure chest, while you cooked up a lasagna. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover best-selling adventure stories on Audible. You met with the stable boy despite your father's orders. He hoisted you onto the saddle and you wrapped your arms around him, embracing his silent strength. He lay you down amongst the wildflowers. You experienced love like never before while you were buying dish soap. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover heart-stopping romance titles on Audible.
Hey homeowners, Russ Rollins here to talk to you about something serious, your power bill. Last summer was tough, but this year could be even worse. So don't wait until the last minute to get protection and savings from solar power and backup power. Solar Source has a new pay-as-you-go solar package that lets you start with an affordable base system and add solar panels over time. Plus, their pay-as-you-go battery backup is awesome, and it lets you add critical backup power as you go. Schedule a free consultation at solarsource.com/monsters. Get ready for a stress-free summer.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803. Don't wait. Call now. 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803.
The doctor's office that mixed up your files has your Social Security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info and last 3 addresses. Your info is in endless places that could accidentally expose your info to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture. This
Please. That's about how far we got, huh? Just throw the papers in front of me away. Completely done with it. All right. No, we're going to actually read it this time. We're not going to get distracted like that. We're going to read this, and it's from our friend Nick. And Nick says to tipsofthenewsjunkie.com, the 25th Amendment is in. The DNC, the Democratic National Committee, could end-run Biden, meaning go around Biden, using the cabinet 25th Amendment to remove Biden from office as he's unable to discharge the duties of office, which is something a bunch of people have floated out there. The 25th Amendment is kind of complicated. There's a bunch of sections of it. One is, and I don't know that this has ever happened, one is the president themselves can invoke the 25th Amendment and be like, guys, I'm not feeling good.
Well, yeah.
My tummy hurts.
Sometimes they do it briefly and temporarily.
Like during a procedure where they'll be, put under.
Yep, yeah, like colonoscopy
I always
or something.
want to say put down, and then I'm like, that's not the thing.
That sounds real bad. And if that happens, they could do that under Section 1 usually. Under Section 2, they say whenever there's a vacancy in the office of vice president, the president shall nominate a vice president who shall take office upon confirmation, yabba, yabba, yabba. That's Section 2. Section 3 is the president's declaration of inability. I don't know that that's ever been used. Section 4 is the vice president and cabinet members can use the 25th Amendment to oust the president. But they basically have to put forward a case saying, like, here's why we think he's not going to be able to do this. It would be a whole thing. It's usually used as a threat to try to get a president to resign. They did this with Nixon, and they did this with other people before him, and they're going to try to do it with Biden. I'll say it again. I am impressed. I have to say this because I know I'm hard on people on the left a lot of times in different stories that I'm tackling on the show because I think there's some crazies over there. But this is the establishment Democrats going, hey, we got to do something about this. And you might say they ignored that for 3 years with Biden doing gaffe after gaffe after Magoo moment after Magoo moment. But what you're seeing is at least like the ability to reflect inward and go, we got to make a change here. I don't know that would happen with Trump's fans. I don't think like he could go out there and literally crap his pants during a speech, and I think they'd still be like,
it's the greatest poo-poo of all time.
They go, this is our guy.
No president has ever pooped like this.
I don't think that they would reject that. Nicole says Project 2025 is what she's talking about. Project 2025 will be in place soon.
I'm seeing that a lot.
I don't know who launched this campaign to make everybody aware of this Project 2025 thing, but it's been very successful.
It's the Heritage Group or something like that?
It's the Heritage Foundation that's behind this. But really, all it is a group unaffiliated with the president saying, here's what we would like the president to do. Trump has said that he has never heard of this and that he doesn't agree with a bunch of the stuff in it, blah, blah, blah. But still, I see so many people posting like Project 2025, Project like that. There has been a lot of people who have been made aware of this. I don't know if it's MSNBC, if it's just on like TikTok or social media, that there's been an awareness campaign, but it's been successful because a lot of people go nuts on that.
What is bizarre to me is I have seen all of maybe 1 to 2 political campaigns on television, like or ads.
Same.
Like I am not seeing much. Is this a knock on wood moment, or has?
Are you seeing them on your phone?
Somewhere else?
Are you seeing them like on? Because I'm seeing them on Instagram for sure.
Not much, to be honest. Like every once in a while, I'll get the text message that's like, "Hey, we want to know you're supporting," or "Click this link," but nothing like I've seen in the past, where it's like every other commercial is the pro or anti of whatever
Maybe
party.
When we get closer, you'll see more of that, but I haven't either.
Close? Like
we're not far away. I mean, we're a handful of months away. A lot of people are saying John Oliver on Last Week Tonight talked about this. Yeah, I think it's like super overblown. They're using it to get people all fearful about things that will probably never happen, but that's just how politics kind of works. It would be like if MoveOn.org put together a policy outline and they said, when Biden gets reelected, here's all the zany things we want to do politically. Biden is not attached to that. He certainly doesn't have to do that. These people aren't being elected. It's just what they would want the president to do. So that's what the Heritage Foundation has done here. And Trump seems to have distanced himself from it a little bit. But it doesn't mean it's not effective, because I see a lot of people talking about it. Definitely it's getting some attention out there.
I don't know why I was today years old when I realized that there's so much call for him to step down from office, not just the election.
Yeah,
I mean, he can ride it out till January. He's going to come this far.
Jerry Nadler, Joseph Morell of New York, Mark Takano of California, Adam Smith of Washington State, and a bunch of other people have jumped on this and said, hey, we want Biden to step aside. He can't do it. He's not there. And the full Democratic caucus is meeting tomorrow. So that's probably why everybody's on edge that there'll be a huge escalation there. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to watch. Meanwhile, at the box office, I went to the theaters.
It says they're calling for him to step aside in the race.
Yeah, because they want him to throw the delegates behind Kamala Harris. That's what they're looking for. Because, like I was saying earlier, here's the way, this is such a dumb system, but here's the way voting works. You vote, like let's say you're in the state of Texas. You vote, everybody gets all their votes in, and now we know who the voters voted for and who got the majority of the votes in Texas. And now delegates go to the convention to represent you, and the delegates cast Texas's votes toward whatever candidate won the state. But the delegates are not bound by that.
Right.
You see?
No, we talked about that last week.
And this is what Trump was trying to do during the 2020 election. He appointed a fake slate of delegates, and he was trying to get those delegates to, even though people voted for the other guy, trying to get those delegates to say, hey, we want the votes to go to Trump, right?
Yeah, so direct call to Georgia?
No, this is not, that's a different thing. But he was setting up through Rudy Giuliani and other people a slate of fake electors who were trying to interrupt the process here. So the whole thing is just an unprecedented mess. And this week is going to be interesting for all those reasons and more. Big, giant, massive weekend at the box office this weekend. I went and saw one movie this weekend. I was trying to see 2 others, but we couldn't see any of these movies because the theater was completely sold out for both of them. We were trying to see Maxine. That was our first choice. Maxine. This is the third in the trilogy.
Oh, yeah. It's the Pearl, right?
Yes.
And then Triple X?
Yep. Well, X was the first one. And then I forget the names. Courtney knows all these.
Pearl, I believe.
It's the actress name is Goth, who wrote and is responsible for this.
Mia Goth,
and she's super good. She's so talented. And Maxine is the third one where she's like a famous adult film actress. But we couldn't get into the theater. It was totally sold out, that one. And that ended up in 5th place with $6.7 million. Bad Boys Ride or Die was 4th with $177 million. Then when we couldn't see that, we said, let's go see A Quiet Place Day One.
Oh,
and
I want to see that.
That was sold out too.
Dang.
That was totally sold out. That made $21 million in 3rd place. We had to settle for Inside Out 2, which ended up making another $33 million this weekend. It was cute. It was a fun little movie. And finally, Despicable Me 4. We had these girls next to us, teenage girls that talked the entire time. The whole time. Just normal talking volume, not even a whisper. Like, did you know Jeffrey's birthday is coming up next weekend?
Why are you at the movies?
Are we supposed to get him something together or separate?
You didn't tell him to shut up?
No.
No. I would have probably
Uh-uh.
told him to shut up.
No, I told Courtney, I said, there's no win for me in that. If I lean over and say, can you guys shut up or like quiet it down or something? They're going to be, oh, the cartoon's really important for this old man in the theater over here. I can't win. So I'm like, all right, if they want to talk, they're going to talk.
See, I'm
They
like,
go
I'm at
really
the
extreme
point.
and just call you a pedophile. And this guy, we're talking over his cartoon.
And they have like and then all of a sudden you're surrounded by teenage phones with their flashes on.
Yep. Yeah,
That's a nightmare. I'm not for that reason, but like, I don't know how y'all still go to the movies. Like, I cannot bring myself to. We were about to see what was the Strangers one that we had watched, and then I looked on streaming, and it was available for what would have been less money than going to the theater. And now Nicole wants to go see the Long Legs or the Nick Cage one.
Yeah. Daddy Longlegs, or I think is the name of it.
Go see it in theater. I'm like, but I'm gonna see if it's available for streaming.
Yeah, I'm with you. I would rather stream. I would rather stream and not get into those awkward situations. 99% of the time, we've had no issues. And this time I was like, all right, this is just how it's going to be. They're going to talk the whole time. We just got to try to focus on the movie.
They don't have one of those snitch text lines at your movie theater?
No,
Yeah, but then it becomes the hubbub where they have the flashlight and they're like, that guy complained about you. Wait. It asks if you please remove yourselves.
Courtney would go out and do that. She'd go out and be like, hey, the people next to us in the back row are talking the
How
whole
about
time.
this? Here's an option. Bluetooth. Like, can you connect your AirPod? If someone's really disturbing the movie experience, can you just
like
press
that.
a button and then you can just plug in?
Why have they not done
Audio
that?
trademark.
They've done something close to it.
Never mind. Take back the audio trademark.
I mean, there's I don't know how Bluetooth would affect it. I think they don't. What they don't want is for people who are like scalping the movie to have any
perfect audio feed,
any more perfect audio feed. But they do because they have assisted listening devices that run on like a wireless signal or FM signal or something.
All right, quick break. We're way behind. We got to take a break. When we come back, I'll finally get to this famous person's daughter that got snubbed from the Olympics, and we'll see what's happening
Tomorrow
with
on the
that.
News Junkie.
Plus, jury duty is coming up next in the News Junkie.
All aboard for Real Yacht Rock Weekends. Every weekend this summer on Real Radio 104.1.
Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings Fantasy.
There have been several eye-opening moves to open up free agency. We need to remember there's normally a reason why the players were available. Paul George, an all-NBA talent, but struggles to stay healthy. Klay Thompson's never been the same following his injuries. And in today's you got to be able to shoot the three-driven NBA, DeMar DeRozan is an odd fit. So while player movement may be exciting, just remember these players were made available for a reason. I'm Dan Patrick.
Check out what DraftKings has to offer this season with code SPORTS, because life's more fun when you're in on the action. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
The Florida Hometown Heroes program for down payment assistance has been funded with $100 million as of July 1st, my friends. This gives all eligible first-time home buyers or those that have not owned a home for the past 3 years and all veterans and active duty military a down payment assistance fund up to $35,000. Find out today if you're eligible for this money by starting your pre-approval application at thatmortgageguy.com. Don't wait too long, my friends. Let That Mortgage Guy Don get you the best deal. Simple as that. Work with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Did your mobile provider just increase their prices again? Switch to Spectrum Mobile, the nation's fastest growing mobile provider. With Spectrum Mobile, you get unlimited talk, text, and data, plus nationwide 5G. Switching to Spectrum Mobile has never been easier. We'll pay off your phone balance up to $2,500. Stop dealing with price hikes from your cell phone company. Get Spectrum Mobile. Visit spectrum.com/it-pays-to-switch for full details. Offer subject to change. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
That'll be 30 even.
That's 90 points! Sorry, that was a lot. Now that I'm getting 3 times the points on food and fuel with the Navy Federal More Rewards American Express card, I get a little too hyped sometimes.
Cool. Would you like your receipt?
In the bag! Sorry, in the bag, please. Learn more about the everyday, everywhere Navy Federal More Rewards American Express card at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
Guys, here in Central Florida, it is so important your air conditioner works perfectly every time. That's why I suggest a call to our friends at Mills Air. In business since 1992, that's 30 years of experience in keeping Central Florida nice and cool. And their techs are awesome. They can service any brand out there. Don't worry about what kind of AC you have. And Mills Air is a Carrier factory authorized dealer, which means up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call today and schedule your appointment. 407-277-1159. Online, millsair.com.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. New South makes windows that are both energy efficient and hurricane resistant. New South is the factory and eliminates the middleman. New South windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers because we know Florida weather.
For every 2 windows you buy, get the 3rd free. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
The best things in life, they come in twos. 2 scoops of ice cream, 2 tacos. And now for a limited time, get our best deal of the year. Buy any phone when you switch to Consumer Cellular and get 2 months of service free. That's right, the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage as Big Wireless, now with 2 months free. Proof the best things in life really do come in twos. Visit consumercellular.com or call 1-888-FREEDOM. Second and third month of monthly base service fee waived for new customers with the purchase of a phone and activation by July 31st, 2024. Taxes, fees, and third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Celebrate July 4th with the hottest deals at Lowe's. Bring some color to your garden. Get 2 select 2 or 2.5 quart red, white, and blue annuals for $10. In-store only, excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Actual plant size and selection varies by location while supplies last.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's
because this is important right now, and for a little while here, the keywords are back. So make sure you keep listening to this station, and when you hear the keywords, boom, jump to action. And what is it on the website this time, or is it on a texting thing again?
Website, I believe.
All right. So here are the keywords. Go to the website, put the keywords in, and you could win some money. And
Cha-ching.
We want you guys listen to this show. We want you to win. So make sure you hear all those and participate, and then just pick up your phone, no matter what the number is that's calling. Might be a little weird for a day, but you could win $1,000. So that sounds sweet to me. All right, let me pay off this story before we do jury duty, because the daughter of a rock legend was snubbed from the Olympics. Jessica Springsteen. You're never going to guess.
Isn't this the second time that she's
who her
been
dad is.
not allowed in the Olympics or not made it?
Really? Did she get snubbed before?
What did she do?
She went in Tokyo in 2021, and she didn't make the USA equestrian team this time. She did not make the jumping team for the equestrian.
Is that more on her or the
side.
horse?
Blame both, I think. At the Paris Olympics, the meet that was going to lead them to the Paris Olympics, they said veteran riders Kent Farrington, Laura Kraut, and McLean Ward, those three, you know them, you love them, they were in the 3 spots, and Jessica Springsteen not headed to Paris. You're not going to Paris.
She won a silver medal in team jumping at the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo. So she did go before.
Like, is this not the richest sport anybody could think of?
1,000%. I mean, it does take it does take an athlete. Like, there's a lot to your body, but in order to get into it, you gotta get some money.
Is there a richer sport than the equestrian
Maybe
team?
polo? Could be polo. It's associated with big money, certainly. The polo club and all that.
Oh, okay, but polo that's on horses.
Yes, but I do know somebody who they're, I'm sure they're doing well, but they're not like, they're not famous and super rich or anything. And she has her daughter in these equestrian challenges, whatever they're called, competitions. I think they do more of the dancing type stuff, like horse dancing. Is that a thing? And it's just like the horse has to put on a show, and the riders on the back.
It's a routine.
Yeah, like a routine is done out there. She's not like mega rich, but I think the barrier to entry in those sports is very big. It's very, very tough to get in.
What's the poorest sport to get into?
Running, soccer, running. You just need your legs.
I just started watching that Sprint docuseries on Netflix, which was fascinating. And it made me feel like a POS because I was eating like all the Uber Eats and just like, wow, super fast, those people.
Well, is it just like track and field, short distance runners?
It's the whole circuit, diamond something circuit, and it's the fastest of fast people interviewing those that are part of the Olympics. The biggest thing, especially with women's sprinting, the 100-meter dash is like Jamaica versus USA, and then the controversies. I got through episode 3.5, and then I was over it. But it made me feel like I was exercising just with my eyes.
Yeah, that's a lot. It takes a lot of dedication and work.
All right. I have a list of the most expensive sports.
What is it?
I think we were just thinking, we were kind of limiting this to the Olympics. Because number one is not in the Olympics, but Formula One racing for sure.
Okay, yeah, because you can't just get a car and get out there.
Any sort of sailing or regatta would be there. Bobsledding is in at number 3. Which I hadn't have thought of. Tennis is surprisingly costly. Pentathlon, which includes some shooting and fencing. And horseback riding.
I wouldn't think that tennis would be quite as bad. Maybe tennis lessons and such is pretty expensive.
Tennis ranks among the most expensive sports primarily due to the fees associated with renting tennis courts. Which, by the way, who doesn't live somewhere where there's free tennis courts? There's tennis courts in my neighborhood, which I've not set foot on.
That's where the poorest play, though. You got to go to the rich, fancy place where they go.
For the courts?
Oh, yeah. You got to go to that's how they do it. That's why it's so expensive.
Expenses may include competition entry fees, lessons, and specialized shoes and clothing. Let's see. Polo, you named?
I wouldn't think tennis would be the most expensive, honestly.
No, it's not. He said F1 racing. I know you had something going on in the studio there.
Yeah, just behind-the-scenes engineering work.
Oh, great. Perfect. We're doing that again?
No.
All right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
A man got arrested just trying to take some money out of his bank, and we'll talk about what happened with this. He said, I just want to make a withdrawal, and he went to jail. That is coming up in a moment. First, jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt, the DeWitt Law Firm. We got the Celebrity Bowling tournament coming up this weekend.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. That'll be a good event to get out there and meet some of you. And we'll talk to Moses about that this week. But if you're injured on the go, you just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. A brawl broke out 30,000 feet in the sky on a Ryanair flight. It prompted an emergency landing, and they're dubbing this the flight from hell. I am so glad that I was very, very far away from that. I don't want any brawls breaking out, especially not 30,000 feet in the air. That's pretty expensive. Pretty high. Pretty high. Sorry.
Both.
I said expensive because I was looking at bank in the next story.
Is Ryanair expensive, though? Or
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's like a discount airline. Ryanair is like the cheaper one where you find these kind of brawls. A Florida man is behind bars after an unusual and strange interaction with a bank teller, they say. Michael Fleming, 41 years old, stands accused of 1 count of robbery with no firearm or weapon, according to the Sumter County Sheriff's Office. They said the incident occurred just before 2 p.m. at Chase Bank, and he went in there. They received a call about an in-progress bank robbery. They arrived to find him sitting down and waiting for them. Fleming was right there. Fleming allegedly entered the building and filed a withdrawal slip in the amount of 1 cent, which he handed to the bank teller at the window. The defendant was told he could not be given 1 cent, at which time he advised, "So you want me to say the other word?" The bank teller, in fear that violence was imminent, notified law enforcement. He was trying to get 1 cent out. Sheriff deputies say the man was arrested without incident and blah, 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 blah.
I feel like there's a bit of an incident.
The defendant advised he drove to the Citizens First Bank, but it was closed. So he drove a few parking lots over to the Chase Bank. The defendant described walking to the bank, filled out the withdrawal slip for 1 cent, provided to the bank, and they didn't give him any money. And then they called the cops. That's a very strange encounter,
Maybe
all of this.
Not a lot goes on in that town.
This guy might be crazy, too. In fact, I bet he is. Okay, when we come back, now we got to get into something very, very interesting, I think. And this is a new rule that they're dropping at some beaches, some very popular beaches. And this new rule might be coming to a beach near you. I'm guessing you're in violation of it, though. So we'll go over this and the potential outcome. That's coming up next in the News Junkie.
Real radio. Real radio.
104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
What's going on? I hope your drive right now is a smooth one, and it should be on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Looks like no major incident in your way. Of course, your usual delay, I-4 eastbound, approaching both World Drive and State Road at 535, but westbound is clear. East and westbound of the 408 as well. North and southbound lanes of the Turnpike, as well as the Greenway and 429 toll. If you have any incident to report, call our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's new Saucy Nugs, a whole new way to nug. The best nugs are now even better. Wendy's new Saucy Nugs take the nugs you love and sauce them up in bold flavors, including buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, and spicy ghost pepper. Try them all today. For a whole new way to nug, it's gotta be Wendy's, at participating U.S. Wendy's.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for Life Imaging FLA. You know, it's the time of year we're all celebrating our freedoms in life, the freedom of living a long, healthy life. Well, Life Imaging FLA is here to make sure you take charge of your health, making the choice to be proactive, get scanned, and give you the information you need to stay healthy for years. They can do that with their free heart scan from Life Imaging FLA. You know, as you spend time with friends and family, you certainly want to make sure that you're doing it not only for you, but for them as well. They want you around for many, many summers, and you want to be around them for many summers as well. So take some time and book your free heart scan from Life Imaging FLA. Remember, just a few minimum requirements, but this is a $699 value. And when you consider that 40% of people are diagnosed with cancer at some point in their life, book that cancer screening as well. And here's how you make your appointment. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. Make that call today. Take charge of your health this year. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
It's one thing to suffer from allergies as an adult, but it's really tough on kids, running around with sniffles or stuffy nose during recess or practice. Not to mention it's hard to concentrate in school when you're not feeling well. And then you feel bad because you forgot to give them their allergy meds before they left. All of that can be a thing of the past, thanks to Aspire Allergy and Sinus. They've helped thousands, including children, with their kid-friendly allergy testing and pain-free allergy drops. Schedule your appointment today while the kids are out of school. Go to AspireAllergy.com. That's AspireAllergy.com.
This July, celebrate America's independence with a fresh view from Renewal by Andersen. Their custom-built, energy-efficient windows and doors will not only enhance the beauty and value of your home, but also increase your comfort. They keep the heat and humidity out, not to mention the noise. That's because their unique Fibrex material combines both elegance and resilience, offering you double the strength of traditional vinyl. Right now, buy any 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. Don't miss this limited time offer. Visit rbafla.com to schedule your free consultation today. And if you're looking for a new career, great news. They're still hiring experienced window and door installers. Celebrate freedom and comfort with Renewal by Andersen, official sponsor of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Once again, just go to rbafla.com for details. License number CGC 1527613.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah!
That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
I don't like onions. I'm doing paleo. Do they have gluten-free bagels? You can't juggle every food request for a work event, or can you? EasyCater is the all-in-one tech platform that makes it easy to get restaurant catering for work, with options for any group's size, taste, dietary preference, or budget. EasyCater saves your favorite restaurants and orders, which makes reordering a snap. Need to modify an order? No problem. So when it comes to food for work, make it easy on yourself with EasyCater. Start your order at EasyCater.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
2 guys, 5 rings. Yes. One essential podcast for the 2024 Paris Olympics. Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers host a new podcast that's all about the athletes.
You gotta get your head in the game, as Zac Efron once said.
And the culture.
Not French. Well, no association with the nation of France. But you did live in Montreal.
Of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Listen to 2 Guys, 5 Rings on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app, search 2 Guys, 5 Rings, and start listening.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, credit. C-R-E-D-I-T. Credit. That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Preparing you
For the impending robot uprising.
This is the news.
And Peter emails. Peter says, are you hearing the Sleep Psalms app advertisement that runs on the iHeartRadio app? That modulated voice is creepy. It wouldn't help me sleep at all, says Peter.
I have no clue what ad he's talking about.
No, that's not the one we're talking about behind the scenes, Peter. We're talking about this, like, romantic audiobook promo.
Is it Audible or is it a different outlet?
I don't know. I only heard what you were telling me about it, where it was like,
even though her dad said no, she still met the stable boy in the barn and blah, blah, blah.
What do you hear stable boy outside of some kind of romantic fiction stuff? That's so weird. The stable boy is it's getting people revved up out there.
Stable boy's quivering member.
Just, they use all the words, throbbing, quivering.
I'm
all
sorry,
the
the elevator was late. What did I miss?
We've changed over to a different show now. We don't do the viral stuff anymore. Now we just do like romance audio.
Yeah.
And it's all that.
I just heard throbbing stable boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
And
that's episode number 1.
Throbbing stable boy.
Yep.
Welcome to the show. I'll be playing the part of the stable boy.
And I'm going to walk out of the studio.
You're leaving the production already? We're just
I don't know.
just
What
right
part
now.
am I going to play here?
We got to get into this highly lucrative world of adult audio stories. People are very much into it. They like this stuff. Mostly women, I would think, because women are so different from men when it comes to
Yeah,
the
you guys can
content
just
that they
bang a
consume.
hole in the wall.
Guys don't
Nobody
need much.
bangs holes in the wall.
No, but I'm saying like a guy would just pop up a video on his phone or something and watch them, and it
Did
might
you
be
not
something.
masturbate to like a catalog when you were growing up?
No.
Like that's where your imagination expands.
I had the internet.
Plead the fifth. I had some internet, but
Thanks,
back then it would take a real long time to download the full picture.
All you
Sometimes
need is half an areola.
Sometimes you finish before the picture is fully revealed in front of you.
Sure.
It's just got like the top of a head.
And that's when you feel awkward because that woman has a penis.
Well, all right. There you go. All right. There is an effort to make.
That's totally going on the internet, Celine.
I had a shock video that I would show my friends where
Where's
like,
this going? What do you?
multiple times it was like
You've been doing this as long as you've been on the internet because you send the other videos and photos too.
Well, this is something that smartphones were around.
Yeah.
And it was something you'd show your friend. And I got a couple people on it because they'd be like, yeah, because it looks like this girl is having a good time, and then as the camera pans down, they're like, oh, wow, wait, what's the movie, the classic movie where he finds out the stripper has a
Crying
penis?
Game?
The Crying Game. It's a very quick Crying Game-esque video.
Finkel and Einhorn.
Yeah.
In it together.
Anyways.
All right. Here we go. Let's talk about this because you guys have probably been to the beach more recently than I have, I would suggest.
Yeah, probably.
In a minute.
C-Lane has. We heard a story about C-Lane going to the beach not that long ago. But there's a lot of beaches that are cracking down. And I didn't know that this was such a big issue. For instance, in Spain, there's a place called Costa del Sol. And in this Costa del Sol beach area, they have new rules and like mega fines for this. And they say if you are peeing at the beach peeing in the ocean, you could face a fine of up to $2,500.
How can they tell?
Now, they've tried to clarify afterwards, and they're like, no. We mean people on the beach. And I'm like, is that a big problem where you're from? Are people just whipping it out on the beach or just like peeing down the leg of their swimsuit or something?
Maybe at night. Even down the leg of the swimsuit, I don't think is that big of an issue. I think they're more worried about the whipping it out part that you mentioned.
Yeah, because everybody pees in the ocean pretty much.
Yeah.
If you are in the ocean and you have to go to the bathroom and you get out of the ocean to use the restroom, you are way, way more active than I am as a human being. Because I would just go, nah, right here's fine. This is good. We got a lot of water. There's so much water in that ocean. There's so much. You're not going to notice that there's any pee in there.
There's plenty of water in a pool.
It's like I forgot what they called it, but in an episode of South Park, they had a level of pee in the pool that they would monitor at the water park. And when it got to a certain level, there was some real issues with it. You're never going to hit that in the ocean. It's too much water there.
Okay, but I think my first thought is, how would you enforce something like that? How would you catch somebody in the act?
You wouldn't be able to.
Aside from some sort of infrared camera. And then I was like, what if you pointed an infrared camera at your pool?
Mm-hmm.
Or like a heat camera?
Would you see the pee?
I'm curious.
There's a chance that you might. I don't know. I mean, obviously the pool is going to be a different temperature, but you should see the difference in temperature between the pee that's going into the pool and the pool itself. We need to try that out. We need to get down to the bottom of this.
Camera aimed at pool.
Pee.
I almost just added pee.
It says, beyond urination, the proposed rules also target other behaviors deemed as antisocial, such as, get this is what they're going after. Playing loud music at the beach.
Okay, the opposite of antisocial.
Engaging in disruptive ball games and reserving areas with parasols, which I don't even know what they're going for there. Like, I guess you take
parasols?
Like a big umbrella is a parasol, and like you just stick that in the sand and you use that to hold the space or something.
So I've seen this videos rather going around about Spain in general, and it seems like they don't want tourists anymore.
Well, yeah.
There was this video of locals using water guns to spray tourists that were sitting outside eating. And I guess rent has gone up, and they're now they're trying to get all tourists out. They don't want tourists anymore in Spain.
Man.
So this kind of coincides.
There's some big pushbacks on that. There's big pushbacks against like the migrants coming into a lot of these countries. There's big pushbacks to people who aren't locals being at these places. People have had enough of their expected way of life being impacted by outsiders. And this seems like a dumb way to crack down on it. I do love how they refer to this, because they don't want to say peeing in the pool or peeing at the beach. They said the proposal was a $1,200 fine in particular for those engaging in physiological evacuations on the beach. So
that
this
covers more than just the pee, I think.
Yeah, it'd be
it's an
number one
all-encompassing.
or number two as well. If you log one out in the water there in the ocean, also going to get in trouble for that. So there's some changes happening at these beaches, folks. Be aware and be on guard. Stand down and stand by, as it were.
Wow.
Over to you. Let's see what you got with your dispatches. We got some people chiming in about the equestrian sports being pricey.
Physiological evacuations.
It's anything that comes out of your body.
Yeah, that could. I think it's unconstitutional.
Because if you puked in the ocean, you get a fine.
Puke in the ocean? If it's that time of the month and you're in the ocean?
Yeah, fine. That's bad. That's
$1,200?
Terrible precedent to set.
Not a good
Here's
one.
Damn Skippy Whippy talking about these equestrian sports.
Hey guys, so I've been riding horses my entire life, and yeah, horses are very expensive. It's not just the person that you're accounting for in the payment, because obviously you have to pay for all the clothes, the boots, the helmet.
For like 4 seconds, I thought that was her horse in the background. I honestly did.
All that kind of stuff, but then you're paying for the horse, the saddle, the bridle,
so good
the
at horses,
shoes.
she trained it to
the
neigh.
Health care for the horse, just the daily maintenance, feeding it and everything. And then obviously you have to take lessons and all that kind of stuff.
Everything.
So you're not just paying for shoes for you and a racket to play tennis, you're paying for two different things and keeping something else alive.
It's almost a lifestyle.
But yeah, there you go. Also, you were thinking about dressage, which is the dancing thing.
Thank you.
What's the cheapest Olympic sport?
Running, I think, is what we came to terms
I think we
with.
decided on running.
What about the
Running.
fast
Somebody
dog?
said breakdancing. Breakdancing is way harder than running.
Now with hospital bills.
That's that's true. You could definitely hurt yourself.
Well,
more.
I mean, to their credit, running shoes cost a lot more than just a cardboard box that you flattened and just put on the street.
Yeah.
That's what you think breakdancing's about, huh? Sorry, breakdancing
It used
listeners.
to be. In the true old days of breakdancing, he's right. You
That is
put out a
100%
little
what they would
cardboard square.
breakdance on.
Because they would do it on the streets of New York and stuff, and they would spin around.
I tell you, here's an embarrassing thing that I promised earlier.
You promised to breakdance?
No, I wanted to be a breakdancer so bad when I was growing up. Like to the point where I saw one commercial that was like, learn how to breakdance, buy this VHS.
You get
and
it?
I saved my allowance.
Like a
and
Billy Blanks tutorial?
I watched the VHS and look at me now.
Wait,
Going
did you
to the
pick up
Olympics.
any skills? Could you
do
do the
the
spin
freeze
thing?
thing?
The freeze thing? Okay.
I could do the freeze thing, but everything else, my hips were not made for it. I don't believe. I can moonwalk too.
Moonwalking is good. You want to be able to do half tweens, space pops.
I'll do the around the world. I think that's a yo-yo move, but
That's
the
a
one
flipper. That is a flipper dilly, is what that's called.
No, it's not.
I know a little bit about breakdancing.
Oh,
Okay, it's a
is that
flipper
right?
dilly. Yes, I studied breakdancing in the '80s
Can
for
you,
quite some time.
If you don't mind going to Sean's computer, YouTube flipper dilly. I'm curious.
Flipper dilly, yeah.
what
No, you can't.
pops up.
Not everything is online, Sabrina. Not every little thing is online. Flipper dilly might not be down there yet. Somebody's got to write
I
it.
flipper dillied this morning.
These people are too busy breakdancing to actually put the definitions online. It's a thing, though, I assure you. Here's another dispatch. This is Ace Naz with a dispatch. Hello?
Just wondering why all I hear about is Biden Magoo incidents.
What?
Please try looking up on YouTube some of Trump's
I lost you there, buddy. You might have to upload your audio over to the newsjunkie.com/dispatch. It's not working well with your phone. Here's Hey There.
I knew it. Congratulations, Sean. Congratulations on
He's been
finally
waiting
coming
for
out
years.
as a Disney adult.
Just an adult.
I'm glad to hear you had such a great time at the theme parks this weekend.
Of course.
And I'm glad to hear that you're all safe and had a fantastic long holiday break. That's it. Have a great day.
Thank you. Appreciate you. And I'm just an adult, for the record. Just an adult who enjoys having some fun, enjoying myself, enjoying my life.
How much money would I have to pay to see that picture that you were talking about earlier?
It was bad enough that it would be a high price tag, just because.
Less than 1,000?
It made me immediately think about a bunch of things. I was like, well, I got to lose some weight. Maybe I got to do that mewing thing that everybody's been up to.
What's
or maybe
that?
where you like, you know what mewing is? You do these exercises to make it so your profile, your chin is stronger and like your jawline is better.
Okay.
And you do these mewing exercises. Like, and you have to like hold your jaw. I don't know how to do it necessarily. Obviously, I'm not skilled at this.
I'm mewed.
But it's a thing. You never heard of mewing?
No.
No, you don't need it.
I know
You don't need
Mewtwo
mewing.
from Pokemon.
Yeah, you wouldn't need any mewing. You're good to go.
Thank
But if you saw this photo of me, you'd be like, that dude needs to start mewing right now, and he should mew until 2027.
Should I mew, or is the beard covering it up?
You don't need to mew with a beard. You're good to go.
Cool.
If
Maybe
I
it's
didn't look
time
like
for a
such a
beard,
dummy,
Sean.
no, I look like an idiot with a beard. It's an orange and blonde and brown beard.
I think
and
at
red.
this point, it might not be.
It is. It's like, have you ever seen those Australian dogs? Those like spotted dogs, the Australian dogs? You see them every once in a while at the zoo. And they're crazy. But that's what my beard looks like. It's like 4 colors are going to come in.
Huh.
And none of them are going to look good together. It's just not, I don't look cool with a beard. I wish I could pull what Cena's doing off.
Beard dye.
No, I'm not doing that. Oh, look like Eminem. When Eminem was doing that Wooly Willy look, when his beard was just impossibly black. To the guys that do that, just embrace your graying, okay? I'm not going to be dyeing my hair. Embrace your graying, because when you dye your beard and it's just jet black, it's what is that called? Uncanny Valley or something? It falls into that uncanny valley
a little bit.
Where when you look at it, you go, wait, nobody's beard is that black. It doesn't work.
I think there are people that get away with it, and what you're thinking of is like anytime somebody in a sitcom would dye their hair black, it would be like super jet.
Yeah.
But in real life, I think there are colors that you could use where people would maybe not notice. But, I mean, some people go for the blackest of black, and they're going to know.
They don't go back.
Yeah, and then when you do your eyebrows the same color too,
it's a whole thing.
Yeah, that's a lot. Here's Dragon. You do. Dragonfly Man is talking about the Whiskey Kitchen live broadcast.
I just wanted to say that the Whiskey Kitchen was awesome. It was such a fun time. I put 2 of magnets on the back of my car. My husband was like, why would you do that? You know they're going to get stolen. And I'm glad I did, because then I got to meet Vendosora, Pit Zander, Crazy Drunk Cat Lady, and AJ Soup. They all signed another magnet and gave it to me. I was like, hey! Yeah, the kids and hubby and I, we all had an absolute blast. The food was excellent. Drinks are flowing, and you guys are awesome.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. That was very nice of you. From what I remember, it was a good time. You know, we had our chaos, as we always have. We had this, we had that, a couple of
My favorite part was Courtney having to walk up during the podcast and say, stop giving away stuff. We don't have it.
Hey, just for those of you who are wondering, because I have seen a couple of messages about this, I do have the names. Okay, so
I was surprised you did. There's like
have the
5
names
different pages
in front of me. I think you assisted by putting what they're owed on the sheet, because otherwise I would have just had the names. So I have the sheet with the names of people that are supposed to get some prizes, water bottles, magnets, et cetera, et cetera. And if there's anything else that I promised you there, I likely remember it. But why don't you just do the once over and send me an email just in case, okay? It's just a slight possibility. Sean, you said the C word on the radio? No, you're not allowed to do that. That's not a thing. All right, we got more of these to get to, but let's see. Let's do one more. Here is Wadata with the dispatch. Oh, this is me hiding from the pool guy?
Sean's hiding from the pool guy.
Yeah, it was embarrassing. It was a strange moment. We got more of these, and you got some things to say before the end of the show. We'll probably work those into final dispatches. People are real upset about somebody taking their dog somewhere. We'll talk about that. Neverland Ranch. Bye-bye to Neverland Ranch.
Oh, no.
Question mark. We'll get to that. And I still want to talk about this. I don't know if we're going to have enough time today. I'd love to get somebody on the line who is part of this. But NASA's simulation of living on Mars finally ended. They let those people out. They're able to let go home.
Totally forgot about that.
Those people for over a year were pretending in every single way possible that they were on a Mars mission. They were away from their family. They were doing the whole pretend thing to see what kind of impact this has on you mentally. So I would love to talk to somebody who was involved in that. NASA friends, hook it up, please. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. So we'll try to get to all of that and more as we roll along on a Monday. It's coming up next on The News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Orlando, what's happening? I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one. On the major highways and roads, there are a few things going on you should know about causing delays, including a closure westbound on I-4 approaching US 192. Also, John Young Parkway southbound at Town Center Boulevard, a right lane is blocked, as well as Colonial Drive eastbound in Winter Garden. A right lane is blocked at 9th Street. Beside that, your usual delay on I-4 approaching State Road 535. And remember, our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Want to save up to 50% on new blinds and shades? Blindster offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters at prices way less than big box retailers. And right now, save up to 50% off any order during Blindster's July 4th sale. Hurry, sale ends July 8th. Blindster.com.
All right, folks, my friends at Maxine's on Shine are here to make your week even better with Maxine's Mind Boggler. Big congratulations to last week's winner, Jesse. Now, the first person to answer this riddle correctly wins a $25 gift card to Maxine's on Shine. Here is your riddle. What belongs to you but is used more by others? What belongs to you but is used more by others? If you know the answer, email me, Sabrina@realradio.fm, and the first person to send the correct answer wins a $25 gift card. If you don't win today's riddle, don't worry. You got a shot every single week. Plus, you're going to feel like a winner every time you visit Maxine's on Shine. Voted Best Downtown Orlando Restaurant 3 years in a row. Diverse, comfortable, and delicious with a splash of sexiness. For more information on location and reservations, go to maxinesonshine.com.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Dunkin' dropped a new kind of energy. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. It's energy for the fun of it. Available in 2 full-on delicious flavors, Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. It's what you need when your afternoon needs you to get going. A revitalizing burst of caffeine, vitamins, and minerals gives you the energy to turn the fun up to 11. True story. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app and get a medium Sparked Energy for $3 in the month of July. Fruit flavor contains 0% fruit juice, caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
We need your help to protect your right to AM radio in your car. AM is always there in times of need with the key information for our community. The overwhelming majority of legislators support a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time's running out. Please text the 2 letters AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month. Text stop to stop. A message from the station.
Hey, homeowners. Russ Rollins here to talk to you about something serious. Your power bill. Last summer was tough, but this year could be even worse. So don't wait until the last minute to get protection and savings from solar power and backup power. Solar Source has a new pay-as-you-go solar package that lets you start with an affordable base system and add solar panels over time. Plus, their pay-as-you-go battery backup is awesome, and it lets you add critical backup power as you go. Schedule a free consultation at solarsource.com/monsters. Get ready for a stress-free summer.
Russell Peters, Relax World Tour.
I go, my parents are from India. She goes, oh, India. See, I knew India. Indian people, you have a big eyes and long eyelash like a cow. Wow, 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 wow.
August 1st, inside Hard Rock Event Center at Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa.
Wow, 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 wow. I didn't know what to do. I just tipped her and thank you, bye-bye, and I left.
On sale now at casino.hardrock.com/Tampa or Ticketmaster.com. Russell Peters, Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa.
At Fence Outlet, we're proud to be Central Florida's top fencing contractor, and we're celebrating 30 years of framing your family memories. Here's to many more years with you at the center. Thanks for 30 great years. Visit us online at fenceoutlet.com.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Enjoying the news junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials, but if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you and your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
I don't like onions. I'm doing paleo. Do they have gluten-free bagels? You can't juggle every food request for a work event, or can you? EasyCater is the all-in-one tech platform that makes it easy to get restaurant catering for work, with options for any group's size, taste, dietary preference, or budget. EasyCater saves your favorite restaurants and orders, which makes reordering a snap. Need to modify an order? No problem. So when it comes to food for work, make it easy on yourself with EasyCater. Start your order at easycater.com.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal
legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window, and we would like to manufacture and install your windows. Every single New South window is custom manufactured just for your home. Now you can buy 2 windows and get the third absolutely free.
Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS or visit newsouthwindow.com.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Breathe easy.
iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of Team USA, plus NBC's top Olympic moments, original Summer Games podcasts, and live hourly updates from the games in Paris on the iHeart app and right here on this station. Be sure you have the free iHeart app, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
iHeartRadio. If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, credit, C-R-E-D-I-T, credit. That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Radio, 104.1. You're listening to the News Junkie. Proceed towards your undoing.
I want to hear all kinds of thoughts, things that agree with me and disagree with me, and things that I agree with and disagree with. All that makes things more fun on the show. So join in, jump on board, go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch as soon as you get the opportunity. I'm a big fan of a fiery public speech. I don't know if this one went too far given the occasion, but there's big Dwight Schrute vibes to this speech that's given. Is this woman who, her name is Becky Pringle, and she's the National Education Association president.
What a last name.
And they had their event, which you might think would be like some boring affair, but listen to her.
We are.
You all right?
We are the ones who helped to shape the heart of this nation's hopes and dreams.
All right.
We are the ones who hold steadfast to the belief of the plausibility of the possible. We are the heirs of all who did this work before us. We must keep going.
More
NEA delegates, we can do this work. We must do this work. We get to do this work. We will do this work because our students are depending on us.
All right, it's getting a little intense.
I mean, the crowd must be reacting.
She's slapping on the podium now at this point in time. She's fired up. She's ready to go.
To win all the things. NEA, we have to win all the things.
Oh, my gosh. I thought that music was coming from the video clip and that they were playing her off stage.
No, got her covered, Miss Pringle.
No, she's talking about winning all the things now.
All the things.
How many of the things?
NEA, we have to win all the things. All the things.
What things?
All the things.
Which things?
Our colleagues are depending on us to win all the things. Keep going, NEA. To preserve our democracy, we must win all the things. Delegates, we won't go back. We will keep going forward because we are the NEA. We are the NEA. We are the NEA.
Oh, my God.
And that's what we do. Thank you, NEA. Thank you. I love you.
My God, I thought this was the National Education Association. Why are you screaming at me?
Why? Because listen, we have
Blood alone moves the wheels of history.
You have the clip of Jeb who attempted the same thing.
Please clap.
And was met with silence. So I can only assume that the entire crowd is giving her the same energy back.
She was going, man. We got to win all the things.
I mean,
all the things.
This might turn out to be a good thing for her career as in public speaking if she ever wanted one. Because if you just read the text of that speech,
yeah,
and had somebody else deliver it in a much more subdued manner, it might still be meaningful, but just it's not going to stick with you.
Well,
like,
that person would sound crazy if they were just like, we have to win all the things, all the things, all the things.
Well,
we have to win all the things.
Maybe not the tail end of it. Man, it'd be like reading the end of a 90s pop song out loud. Just
could you imagine if this was your mom and she always spoke like this? Like, you know, right in the morning, get up, take the trash out, she's screaming at you like that. All the things.
We need to have you wash your dishes.
Okay, I'll do it, Mom. Jesus, I'm sorry.
It reminds me of when they had on Saturday Night Live, they had the Reverend Jesse Jackson. Am I getting that right?
Yeah, he's a guy.
They had him on Weekend Update to read Green Eggs and Ham.
Oh, yeah.
The Dr. Seuss book. And he's like, I could not, would not on a boat. I will not with a goat. It was good, too. It was hilarious, but it was real good.
I'm fired up now.
Yeah.
We need to do more of the show. This is just getting started here.
What's coming up next, Sean?
This is the total opposite, honestly.
Right.
This
The
is
final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut.
Also,
and today I learned
a dangling baby and see how much damage the family has done.
That was a dark one.
I wish I didn't. That was off the top of my head.
Oh, yeah, that was a dark one from earlier. In the middle of that story, like at the beginning of Amy Kaufeld telling us that story, I was like, oh, there's so many potential jokes here. And then
I went right to Michael Jackson. And then
that's where I went too. And then you go, oh, my God, this is a worst case scenario outcome.
Question. Isn't the Michael Jackson situation the very thing you were talking about in that air check of you talking about Jacko's going crazy and waving kids around?
It might have been. It was so long ago. I don't remember.
I didn't find some audios.
I don't even know if I have the old air check audio of when I was on the top 40 station.
You might not, but I have the best of us playing the old air check.
Ew.
Nice.
Ew. Not good. All right, NASA. Congratulations to NASA. You did it.
NASA.
They just walked out these volunteers that I don't know why they volunteered to do this, but they did. They just exited their simulated Mars habitat in Texas after 376 days.
I totally forgot about that.
That's how long ago it was that we talked about it, but when they were going in, we were like, oh, there they go. Now they're out. Here is the moment they left their fake Mars at the Johnson Space Center.
Just one mic for them to share, huh?
They had plenty of time to get ready for this.
The path to Mars is beset with challenges. The crew and their families have committed a year of their lives in service to NASA, to the country, and to humanity's exploration of space.
Yeah,
and so thank you. Congratulations and thank you to the crew for putting your previous careers on pause for a year and committing yourself to research that is going to enable our future exploration of space.
Wow. So they said that this was a 1,700 square foot place where they were hanging out for over a year, 376 days or so, and is a 3D printed habitat that they were in. This was one of the volunteers.
I went by quickly. I really hope I don't cry standing up here in front of all of you.
Tapia 1 has been a unique experience with great challenges, joys, and sorrows, and a lot of hard work, with a fair bit of fun thrown in as well.
I've been asked many times, why the obsession with Mars? Why go to Mars? Because it's possible. Because space can unite and bring out the best in us.
Oh, she should have done it like that lady in the educational event, man. You had all those times, all those days that went by, full year. You could have had a real rousing speech to give at the end of this whole thing. But no, we didn't quite get that.
They're exhausted. They want to go home.
They are. They said, we're done. You know what? You know what's true, though? It's absolutely true. they probably know each other, those four, better than almost anybody else. If you are in a simulation like that for over a year in a 1,700 square foot place, constantly you're in the presence of these people. You're having conversations. You're getting angry. You're sad. You're laughing together. They probably really connected, for good or for bad, in that period of time. I would think that they would. But I would never, ever, ever sign up for anything like this. No shot. Okay, quick break. When we come back, we're going to do the final dispatch.
The final dispatches!
The stories that didn't make the cuts.
God. And
the
today
hell, guys?
I learned, baby, all the things.
Why do you abandon us so much?
I have to be honest with you, I got
I love
startled.
that
Someone
Angel walked in the room right for her to do that.
All right, when we come back, we'll do all those things and more. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Today on the Jim Colbert Show, we are back live recapping our holiday weekend. Plus, we'll get caught up with sports with our buddy Brandon Kravitz. We also have a special edition of Embers Only. We'll talk law with Ray Trinley from TK Law, and we'll have concert tickets to see Styx in Tampa. Plus, your calls, texts, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And this week you're going to notice some changes for the stormier. In fact, each afternoon, a 70% chance, a likely chance for rain. And there's actually a tropical connection all the way to Hurricane Beryl, which is hitting Texas this morning. While it will not track through Florida, we will have a piece of its energy, and that is the increased rain chances. Also going to be hot today. Heat advisory in effect. High temperature 96, feeling like 110.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's, home of the $5 Biggie Bag. The Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag is the GOAT of fast food deals for a lot of reasons. Here are 4 of them: a junior bacon cheeseburger, nuggies, fries, and a drink. It's also just $5. And unlike the other guys, it's not going away after a month. Get out there and get the bag. The Wendy's Biggie Bag. U.S. price and participation may vary.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Big news for veterans and first-time homebuyers. The Hometown Heroes program provides up to $35,000 down payment and closing costs. Get pre-approved at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Step up to the plate with Jeremiah's new Batter Up series, all layered with our new Brownie Batter Italian Ice. Swing for the fences with Brownie Batter a la mode, Hey Batter Batter, and Double Fudge Brownie, all loaded with our Grand Slam-worthy Oreo cookie crumbles. Don't strike out. Visit jeremiahsice.com today and find your nearest sweet spot and knock it out of the park with the ultimate brownie treats. Score big at Jeremiah's Italian Ice. Every scoop is a home run. Step up to the plate for Jeremiah's new Batter Up series. Visit jeremiahsice.com.
Who's trial attorney Jeff Kaufman? Instead of talking about how great my law firm is, let's talk about autism awareness. In Central Florida alone, there are thousands of children on the autism spectrum, including my son, Jacob. I'm not asking for a donation, but just a couple seconds of kindness when you see one of our children out in public. It will make a huge difference. If you want or need any information concerning the autism community, contact me at jeff@whenyouneedus.com. Offices, Orlando.
With 3 generations and over 45 years of Florida experience, Handyman Roofing knows storms and hurricanes. We know how to evaluate storm-damaged roofs and not cause more damage. Handyman Roofing has the expertise to get your roof done. Plus, easy financing in case your insurance company is dragging its feet. With multiple emergency response teams ready, Handyman Roofing will be by your side now when you need it the most.
Knows how to get things done. Count on Handyman Roofing to get it done. Handyman Roofing to get it done.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day, but when we're driving, cooking, working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Call 844-ADD-HELP-5. That's 844-ADD-HELP-5.
You scaled the sheer cliff face, battling frostbite, running low on oxygen. The wind pierced your skin, and every inch was agony. You reached heights no other human had before. while getting nowhere at airport security. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover best-selling action titles on Audible.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-954-3322. 800-954-3322. 800-954-3322.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help that often requires only simple maintenance. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello from A1 Garage Door Service. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. We fix garage doors fast and with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home. Call A1 Garage today and receive the best service, best parts, and best warranty in the industry.
A1 from day one.
HCA Florida Alafaya Emergency, located just south of the intersection of East Colonial Drive and North Alafaya Road, is now open 24/7. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of Oviedo Medical Center. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real radio. Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out. This is the
for a Monday, and this is what we have to do sometimes at the end of the show. We have to cover a lot of ground and cover it fast. First things first, there was a WNBA press conference I want to mention, and it was for Angel Reese, who's one of the biggest names in WNBA and the WNBA at the moment, and there was a hot mic moment. Let's see if we can hear this.
I know you would prefer the win, but of course you said the most consecutive double-doubles being surpassing Candace Parker. So you mentioned before that you've always modeled your game after her. So I guess just talk about what's it like being in the same conversation for one of the relationship. I'm sorry, the last part cut off.
All right. So in the middle of this press conference that they're doing, there's a hot mic moment where you hear, "Are we ever going to get into an intimate relationship?"
Oh.
And everybody's like, "What the hell?" And they said, somebody's going to get fired. It turns out the most innocent excuse. Somebody was watching an episode of The Big Bang Theory, and it was a scene from The Big Bang Theory that played out.
That is
during
so
the press
weird
conference.
when people are able to figure out exactly what that's from. And maybe maybe I'd be able to figure that out if it's stuff that I've seen before. I don't know much about Big Bang, but remember we had that live PD where they said there was porn on in the background. They're like, no, that's an episode of Shameless.
Yeah, somebody figured out the exact episode and moment it was. Okay, moving along. Now we were talking about me being on Wild 95.5.
The Buzz.
It was the Buzz? Being on the Buzz. Rip the Buzz. Doesn't exist anymore as far as I know, unless it's on HD2. And this was my air check for WPBZ.
You were talking about Michael Jackson. It wasn't the story I thought of, but I mean, why would we not?
Remember, it was 2000. Buzz, that's Alien Ant Farm with
holding your nose.
Criminal on Michael Jackson. Criminal. Michael Jackson's going to be on TV tonight at 9 o'clock. Jacko's got some.
Jacko!
That's wild.
Yeah. Not only is this 2014 is the best of that I looked up, and
So
that's
Squeaky Sean responding to even squeakier Sean.
yeah.
Yes,
and you
the
asked him if he was holding his nose.
It sounded like it.
That's insane.
My God. All right. What else do we have? The dog story, I said. There was a big fight when a video went viral this weekend of these people at a Mexican restaurant. They let their small dog sit on top of the table at the restaurant, and people were like, That is disgusting. Your dog's genitals are resting where other people are going to eat. The people were defending themselves, saying, our pet just likes to be on top of the table and closer to us. I think, the dog could stay on the ground at a restaurant. That seems like a better place for all of that.
But it's like, they also are going to wipe it down. Many things are on the table. They sneeze,
I hope so.
The hands.
It's gross. Don't touch any table. Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch is in the path of a wildfire. Bye-bye, Neverland Ranch. It was bye-bye Biden, ? At the beginning. And then bye-bye Neverland Ranch if this fire gets too close. And finally, bye-bye everyone. Bye-bye John Cena. WWE superstar John Cena shocks fans with a retirement announcement. He will retire from his in-ring fighting in 2025. That is it, he says. He officially announced his retirement from the WWE. Has he announced that before?
No, but other wrestlers have retired and then come back.
He does so many movies. I would imagine he's just busy.
He was in The Damn Bear this new season.
Oh, was he really? Yeah. I got to tell you, that's out right now. I haven't heard a ton of people talking about it.
I watched the entire season, and I was confused.
A lot of people have been hating on it. We like it so far.
I will watch the next season.
What's the hate? Was it just bland or weird?
Artsy, a little artsy.
The first episode is very out of the norm. As far as setting stuff up and kind of filling in some gaps in what you have experienced from the show at first. Somebody said the first episode feels like you're just watching a 30-minute long run of Instagram stories because it doesn't follow like the narrative that an episode of television would usually do. I mean, it jumps around a lot.
Bootsy Moonshine saying the Bear season 3 was not as good as previous seasons. It seems that's the take from a lot of people.
I like the ending. I'm certainly curious what's going to happen.
About where it's going next?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Monday, July 8th, 2024. Here we go. Today I learned this guy. Kid Rock. That's right. Kid Rock refused to sell his music on iTunes until 2012. His 2008 hit that you're hearing all summer long was out-charted on the Billboard Hot 100 by an instrumental cover from the karaoke company Hitmasters, because that was available over on iTunes at the time. He got beat by a fake version of his own song, which is pretty sad, but there you go, Kid Rock.
This is barely his song.
About twice as many people died constructing V-2 rockets than the rockets killed throughout its use as a weapon of war. In the process of making these things, there were a lot of people, as they were putting them together, who ended up dying. And they said, maybe this is a really and it's a rocket anyways, but even more unsafe than they imagined. Today, learn this band right here.
Rolling Stones.
Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam is correct. This Pearl Jam song, Alive, written by Eddie Vedder, is loosely based on the fact that he learned the man he thought was his real father was actually his stepfather. And his biological father had already passed away. And his stepfather is going, but I'm still alive. I'm here. I'm still alive.
You're not my dad.
And the rest is history. Today, learned Chris Pratt worked as a daytime stripper and was homeless in Maui before he got his moment in the sun and the spotlight. And finally, today, learned this goodbye-related song.
War's over.
Nah, nah, hey, hey, kiss him goodbye. The band that released this is a completely fake band, fictitious band called Steam. And they never thought that the song would catch on, but it did really, really well. And they became a real band. The fake band became a real band. It's like the Monkees all over again, friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.